everybody, and welcome back to the JK Podcast. I'm Ken O'Connor.
And I'm Josh Brandman.
And this is the only podcast where there is absolutely no background noise whatsoever.
No, we have the highest quality mics that you'll ever find.
The most soundproof rooms, not a single noise or voice can penetrate our impenetrable system.
JK.
That was our longest JK opening yet.
Yeah, so give everyone a moment to let that set in. I'm assuming you heard that just now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Or right now. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, so to justify, and now they're getting into a heated conversation. I don't know. Anyway, so
this is gonna be the train wreck episode.
No, I mean,
this is it coming up for 1 year. Season 2 is looking rocky already.
I'm in the city. My apartment overlooks Broadway.
You were in the city last time, though. We didn't have this problem.
Depends on the time of day. It's the city. You never know. I'm bringing a little culture to the podcast here. They're not speaking English. You know what it is. Come on.
Okay.
I guess. I guess it's Spanish. I don't know. I have no idea.
Some kind of Spanish. Or maybe Italian.
I just think it's kind of bizarre since, like, I'm on the 4th floor, but it sounds like they're talking, like, on this level.
Like, I know the microphone that you're using is the original tag recording microphone, but damn, it's picking up everything so clearly.
You know what it is? It's supposed to not just pick up the person in front of it. It's supposed to pick up a bit around it.
Oh, yeah, no. It's a wide-range condenser mic, so...
So, like, now I think a bus just stopped or something, and they just yelled for a second. I don't know. But, yeah, because I have an air conditioner in my window, so technically that area is a bit, like, not full actual window, whatever. So, I guess that's where most of it comes through. But, it is what it is. It works for me. It's fine.
Okay.
You get it. But, yeah, so if you hear that, don't be alarmed.
We say all that to say, welcome everyone to the JK Podcast.
Yes.
Today is September 27th at 12:34 a.m.
Hey.
We are recording late tonight, because why the hell not? Today is episode 18 of the podcast. It's been about 2-3 weeks since our last episode, and we have lots to talk about. Isn't that right, Joshy?
Yeah.
What? What's so funny?
Nothing. I don't know.
I really
it's
wish.
sad. I was laughing at my own response. I don't know why.
I really wish you'd said nope. And that's the show, folks. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
No, we got to save that for a different day. No, I don't know. Like, lately I've been just finding some things that I've been saying, like, really amusing to myself. I feel like I'm turning into Pete. Because Pete does that all the time. He'll say something, and he'll think it's the funniest thing in the world. He'll just start laughing for like an hour, and I just look at him.
The difference is Pete usually says something really, like, vulgar, and, like, it's so vulgar and random that combination makes it really funny, where you're just like, you know what, I'm going to say one word. Yeah. And it's the funniest thing. Your timing has gotten better. Like over the years that we've been doing, like, podcasts and, like, tag, you've gotten better timing with, like, some of your statements. I give you that.
Thank you.
And timing is key with 95% of jokes.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm also going to be touring the comedian circuit starting next month. Anyway, also, on a side note, I think all those Spanish-speaking people stepped on the bus. So it sounds a lot quieter.
This episode brought to you by Donald Trump. Thank you, Donald. You have our vote.
Honestly, I like the guy. I've always liked him since The Apprentice. I love that show.
Yeah, so have I. Have you been watching any of the presidential debates or anything like that?
Well, actually, interesting plug here. There's only been one, like, major one recently.
The Republican one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for my job, we also got a thing with BuzzFeed.
Ooh.
To where they wanted to hear some of the fact checking based on what they said.
Okay.
So we deal with national security and things like that.
All right.
So certain things that they said on national security issues, which weren't that many, but for a couple things, we did do some fact checking and it was put up on BuzzFeed as an article. So it's kind of cool. So it's like, hey, and this center did this sort of research checking this, and this is whatever. So technically I was part of that a little bit. So it's kind of cool.
That's very cool, actually.
Yeah, so like part of the thing was technically it counted as me working, where like everyone that worked there, it's only like 6 of us that worked there, but we all were working kind of like from home thing, but I had to watch the debate from start to finish and be like on call the whole time, answering emails, like checking things and whatever. But I thought it was pretty fun.
That's interesting.
And technically, I think we're doing the Democratic one coming up on the 13th, except I might be busy. I gotta see. But yeah. So I've actually been keeping up with it a bit. Had to do some research on it, whatnot.
That's cool. Yeah, I watched the entire debate too. And at first I went into it like, oh, let's hear what Trump has to say. But throughout the debate, I was agreeing with pretty much everything he was saying, which is weird for me because I usually lean more towards the Democratic side, but I was agreeing with what Trump was saying.
Now, do you mind me asking what you are registered as?
Neither.
Really?
Yep.
Registered independent?
No. When I moved to my dad's house after college, I got taken off the Kings Park thing, so I'm not technically registered anymore.
So you can't vote?
Correct, not yet.
So you should kind of work on that.
I will eventually when it gets closer to the actual election.
Okay, well, you just got to make sure it gets done because, there's got to be a processing period. So
I got to take care of that sooner rather than later. It's been a while, so.
Yeah. It's been 4 years. No, I don't know. Did you vote in the last election?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you like what you heard so far, apparently, from Donald Trump?
Yeah, again, I agree with a lot of things he's saying. Again, I like back in the last, I don't want to get too political on the podcast, but during like the last election, I was like with Obama, like the whole like change thing, yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the change thing was like the nice kind of way. We didn't really get much change.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm like, okay, time to crack some knuckles. Mm-hmm. I don't care how many people we have to piss off. Let's get this country back on track.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing about Donald Trump is he says things that regular politicians he's not really a politician, so that politicians just won't really outright say. And he just says it.
I like that, though. I think at this point that America needs to run like a business. And he's a business guy.
That's what people need. They can't just hear these fluffy kind of words that don't really mean much.
Yeah.
And if anything, like what people have been saying, like even if he doesn't win or doesn't even get the nominee for the actual general election, he's at least putting issues out there and making people have to respond to them, which I think is definitely a good thing.
He's ballsy too. Like during the debate when he started off like, this guy over here only has 1% of the votes. Oh. Why is he even here? I'm like, damn, why is he even here? Good job, Donald. Me and Donald on a first name basis. Me and him.
Apparently, I don't know, but yeah, that was pretty funny actually. But I did like what he had to say. The biggest thing I like about him, honestly, is the fact that he is funding his own campaign. He's not accepting millions of donations or whatever. He's doing it himself.
Dude, he's making money from his campaign.
Hey, I mean, good for him then.
I know, it's kind of crazy.
He's putting out a lot of money on the line to fund his own thing, and I give him credit because he's doing it himself. But I guess, are you looking forward to now the Democratic one?
Yes, because the only person.
Now, are you on this whole Bernie Sanders bandwagon?
He's the only one that I've heard of. I don't know any of his point. I haven't been bothered to look at what he's about yet, though. Oh. He's the one person I keep hearing about, though.
Well, I mean, there's Hillary Clinton. Right?
Bless you. Yeah, she's a thing.
Oh my god.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I liked Hillary, but after watching the Republican debate, it's they all hate Hillary.
No, well, honestly, I think Chris Christie hated on her too much. Well,
but what's this thing about a secret email line she had?
Oh, it's kind of weird. I think they're making too much of it though, but it's more of principle as opposed to what it actually meant.
Okay.
It was that she, for her Secretary of State affairs and all this stuff, she partially used her own personal email to communicate with people about certain special whatever. And so they're getting on her oh, how come you didn't use the official government email that you're supposed to use and all this stuff? Now it could be compromised and all whatever, which I understand it's a valid concern. So it's just she wasn't performing to protocol really, where she wasn't using through the government when she has a government job and was doing government things. So it's really not right. I just don't think it's that big of an issue, but the whole potential to have your email hacked is a big issue. So it is important to address the, hey, you kind of messed up.
Yeah.
I don't think it should be supremely held over her, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Necessarily,
I'm gonna wait to the debate because honestly, it's like they're kind of like their opening statement, and they're gonna talk about this stuff. So I'm just gonna wait to see what happens there. I think before I make any big decision.
Well, I think you might be interested in this Bernie Sanders man. I personally didn't like him just because he was like super old and like his voice is kind of But
I haven't heard his voice, but he does look very old.
But, well, he is the oldest one running. He's 5 years older than Donald Trump. He's 75 or something.
He looks like 30 years older than Donald Trump. I would not have guessed that.
Yeah, well, because, you know,
that man has a comb over. It's like, ugh.
No, that is just his hair. Or do you mean Bernie Sanders?
Bernie, not Donald Trump.
Oh. Hey. But, he's actually very interesting because he's basically a socialist and he's running under the Democratic Party.
Really?
And he's like, let's just look at the Scandinavian countries here. You have Norway, you have Sweden or whatever, all that stuff. They all have the whole free healthcare, free college. He's like, let's just do it here. So the problem is then it creates this whole, that's not really then a democracy and it's not really working up to anything if everyone gets everything. So you have a lot of people that are against that, but also a lot of people for it saying, hey, I can't pay for college half the time. I want this. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. I think he's got good intentions, but I can't see it working here with everything in place. Anyway, so enough of the political debate. You guys can keep up on it. If you are old enough to vote, that is. If not, tell people that can your opinion. It's fun. Yeah. Also, Ken, I heard you're running for president along with Kanye in 2020.
Fuck you.
You can't even. You got to be 35, remember?
What?
Oh my god.
Oh, to run for presidency.
Yes.
I thought Kanye. Like Kanye's not 35.
He's running for president.
Yeah, right.
No, he is 2020.
No, I know, but it's not gonna. It's not even like where everyone thought like Donald Trump was a joke. That's more of a joke.
You're not voting for Kanye?
No.
What? No, I wouldn't. I really wouldn't.
To say.
No.
All right, we've been talking political too long.
Welcome to the JK Political podcast. This is a special political edition.
No, never.
Oh.
What have you been playing recently, Joshy?
You would be surprised.
Oh?
League of Legends.
Not surprised.
But I've also been perfecting the art of cook serve delicious.
Not surprised.
Actually, I have now a 3-star restaurant.
Damn.
I'm working it. I went on some dates on Cook for Love.
Oh. Okay.
It's funny. It's their little thing.
I know.
And apparently now this one girl can't come to the building anymore. She's enrolling in a local art school. So now I have to go on another date with someone else. So now I'm going on a date with someone. And the funny thing is with those dates, they're like, oh, I would love if you make this dish for me when I come there. So you have to make sure you set that in your menu. So right now I have to apparently make nachos or something. Even though it's funny because now I'm in a 3-star restaurant. It's like super fancy and I got 7 different stations. And then this girl wants nachos. And it's like, Like right now I'm serving bottles of wine, lobster, sushi. I mean, like all top stuff, like almost max level stuff too. Like on the stars, like I've upgraded everything, like almost max level soup. It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah, seriously.
But so eventually I'll have that 5-star restaurant. We'll play it again on Steam Team. Oh man, you're gonna be amazed.
You're gonna come to me though, and like we're gonna play. It's like, Ken, why are you only a star 2 restaurant? Where's my sushi? Where's my wine? I can't do this.
No, I'm saying to show the people I can log on to mine.
No, but your save data is saved to your computer.
Oh, BitTrip Runner. Okay. Never mind. Well, anyway, people, I'm a 3-star restaurant. So other things I've been playing. I have played the new Super Mario Maker for the Wii U exclusively.
I would hope so. Super Mario Maker for the PS4
and Xbox One
with Kinect.
Not the Wii U. Let's see. What else have I been playing? I do want to make a stab at going back to the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD remake.
How far did you get?
Am I in the first temple yet? Maybe. I'm not sure.
That's further than you got with Twilight Princess.
No, that one I was in the first temple. Definitely.
With the monkeys?
There was something with the bombs and I couldn't get it to work. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
I gave up. Yeah.
Okay.
What else was I doing? You know what? Honestly, maybe that's it. I've been playing Candy Crush Soda.
Wow.
It's a great game. Did you know that in Canada, people call soda pop?
A lot of places in the U.S. call soda pop.
No. No, I said that too quick. Wait, or did you say it? Wait, what?
There are lots of places in the U.S. too that call soda pop.
Oh, yeah.
Like in Michigan, it's not soda, it's just pop.
Oh, in Michigan?
Yeah.
Scott White?
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't mention his name like that, just like haphazardly.
Come on, he's the man.
I love how like you associate a name with everything that I say. So like if I mention I'm streaming, D turning robe.
It's just I think it adds for comedic value, but
it does. It's so like I don't know. There's something about it.
I don't know. Like it just in my memory, it's like if you say something, other things just get called up. So that's one of the things. Because then it goes in my head of, what would he know about Michigan so much? Obviously, Scott White. Also, you went to that UmaCon, whatever it is.
Yeah, I went to UmaCon 4 years in a row.
And that is in Michigan, or is that Wisconsin?
That's in Detroit, Michigan.
Wow, Detroit?
Yeah.
And you're alive?
4 times in a row, yeah.
Wow. That's impressive.
Dude, there's like nothing going on in that city. It's like empty.
Yeah. it's empty for a reason.
Oh, no. You know, it was like very like run down. Like we were in the Marriott the entire time. It's not a great city.
Yeah.
Got shot twice.
Hey, that's what I was expecting.
2 free souvenirs.
You kept them?
Yeah, they're lodged in my body.
They never took them out. Oh God. Wow. Well, hey, where'd you get shot then?
You don't want to know.
Both cheeks? All right. Okay. Anyway, so I don't know. People in Canada, they say pop. Also, you know how it's actually like Middle English when people say shop, but it's like they spell it
with
E? Like the 2 P's and an E?
Yeah.
And you know how like center when it's like R-E?
Yeah.
Stuff like that? That's not Middle English. That's just like French.
Well, it's both.
No, it's French.
No?
Yes. Anyway. A theater with an R-E.
Shop, S-H-O-P-P-E, a deliberately archaic spelling of shop, used in hopes of imbuing a store with old-fashioned charm or acquaintances derived from old Shakespearean and French literature. So yes, it is a French thing, but it goes back to Shakespearean language.
No, yeah, I said that one's from Middle English stuff. I'm saying center now. Oh my God, whatever.
Center. French. Okay, good.
See, I'm just trying to educate everyone.
It's not. I just said that to just silence you. It's actually derived from Middle French. Huh. No.
I'm trying to educate people.
No, from Latin Ancient Greek.
Latin caused everything.
What, Josh, what are you playing? This is not... We've gone to politics and word origins now. This is the most boring episode yet.
What do you expect? It's me. No.
All right.
Okay.
Well, you mentioned Super Mario Maker.
Yeah, man.
We've both been playing that, so let's talk about it.
Hold on. Before that, can we talk about the process of obtaining that thing? So,
well, what do you mean? Like going to you going to the Nintendo store?
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
I was at the Nintendo World store at when did I get there? I got there around 7:30. They were going to open the doors at 8. And wow, there was a line. It actually wasn't super bad according to you with your whole amiibo thing.
Oh yeah, the amiibo thing was bad.
It still went pretty far. And like down the block, whatnot, had to stand in line. And you know what's kind of cool though, because I was there so early, they were doing that I guess it's the Today Show, whatever stuff where the people are outside, because NBC is right there too.
Yeah.
So I saw them setting that up. I thought that was the line. I was like, that's kind of weird. But then I asked some security guard guy. He's like, no, this is for the Today Show. I'm like, oh. Then I was tempted to ditch the Super Mario Maker and go beyond
Today Show.
Yeah. Try to be one of those people in the audience with the sign and be like, hey, I'm here from wherever. I'll be, hey, I came on the subway for 5 minutes. But yeah, so big line. I was with a friend of mine from law school. She really wanted to go get this game like second it came out. I'm like, but so I ended up doing it. I ate a muffin on the line. Great stuff. But I didn't get the game until like 10:15 or something.
Sounds about right.
It's crazy. But then I caved in and it was really bad. So I full reserved the game. So I had that all paid off. And so somehow that made me not feel bad about literally buying all of the amiibo that just came in that they had. Partially because they were running out. And when things run out, it makes me really want it.
Yeah, it's a little supply and demand thing. You see value in something that's running out.
Yeah, see, coming from someone who has a degree in economics, I feel like I'm falling into a very common pitfall that's not smart.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like as an economist, I shouldn't be giving into it. But I did. Anyway, yeah, so I ended up buying them all. But I still didn't open 3 of them. I did not open Ganondorf, Zero Suit Samus, or Olimar that I have.
Okay.
Though oddly enough, I entered your Olimar giveaway.
You did.
But
and you won.
What?
You won.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
No, it's not actually.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Yeah, you won.
Yeah.
Who won?
I got to pick it. The contest ended about an hour ago.
Oh, see, I could have won.
Yeah, we don't know yet. I got to pick the guy, so I picked the winner.
No, honestly, my intentions for these, I might still open the Zero Suit Samus just because I knew that was the one that was almost all sold out by the time I got there.
Mm-hmm.
Just because thinking about it, it's all the stereotypical guys that are like, oh my god, Zero Suit Samus, oh my god, she's so hot, and they probably all buy the thing. But yeah, it's so true. Come on. But yes, I don't know. Maybe a shout out to Frankie G if you want one. But no, I mean, because I have them in the box. I mean, I don't necessarily need them. But
that's true.
I don't know. Like, like when I go into Nintendo World, I'm like, hey, do you need any amiibo kind of thing?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm there. I'm like, I don't know. But anyway, so did we talk about, I think we did, the whole 8-bit Mario fiasco?
Yeah, I think we touched on it briefly, how like the modern one was only in the Walmart Wii U bundle.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing is that Nintendo World, they did have some of those too. Just, I guess, naturally. But
like the modern 8-bit?
Yeah, they had that bundle too.
Oh, the bundle.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were talking about just like it by itself.
No, or else I would have bought it.
Because that's the thing. Like,
or else you would have been flipping out.
In the Wii U bundle, it's not like it's stuck in there. It's in a normal amiibo like packaging, just stuck in the box. So it can be sold separately. There's no reason it can't be.
But like, so they did have the bundle there, even though it's Walmart exclusive. Like they had Baby Bowser, even though it's Toys R Us.
Well, yeah, Nintendo has all that stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's still kind of dumb. But anyway, yeah, so I got my stuff after like 3 hours, but then I had to go to work, so I couldn't even play the game. But then I played it after. I think it's pretty fun. I didn't like the unlocking system.
Well, it's a lot better than what it originally was.
I know. Either way, though, I don't really like it, regardless. But anyway, so now I do have all the stuff. I do like it. It's just you got to spend a lot of time with it, make your level, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy what some people come up with. Have you watched some of these YouTube videos of like the hardest levels and whatever?
I watched the ones where it's like, I think his name's like Pongo or Pongo. He's like a professional Mario speedrunner, and like he has the hardest levels on like the game so far. And like one's called like Bomb Voyage or Bombs Away or something of that like intent.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like pixel perfect precision bomb throwing and timing. It's like no one ever can get that. And some guy on YouTube actually did beat it. And so it has one win out of like thousands and thousands of tries.
Yeah, some of that stuff is just wow. Like part of it is, see, I think I'm okay at platformers. You'll probably disagree with that statement. But
I wouldn't disagree. I'm better at them than you, but
I'll actually admit that. But yeah, so
I wouldn't say you're bad.
You do make that quite clear on tag, though, that I am horribly bad.
Oh,
but
wait. Well, compared to me, it looks like you're doing horribly, but you're not that bad.
Yeah, you just like to make fun of me.
I do it on tag for comedic effect.
Yo.
Hey, you your style points. I gotta keep you down.
Oh my God. Yo, my style points make the night.
I want to go back to like Donkey Kong Country and just like make a highlight reel of all the style points, style points, style points, style points.
It just thought it was funny. I rewatched the other day the Donkey Kong Country 2 where we were fighting the sword guy.
Yeah.
And like I really thought that the thing was basically over. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna jump in the lava with you. I was literally about to jump and then the guy comes back out. I was like, oh. Like I was doing that just for comedic effect. And I'm like, oh my God. But anyway. Wow, what was the attention on?
Platforms, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, so I think it's really cool though, creating your own platform stuff. I just hate that the way you unlock is that the coolest thing was I always thought you go in all different pipes and that's the last thing you unlock. But yeah, so I still gotta make some levels here and there.
It was annoying. I liked it at first. It's like, okay, they're teaching you how to use each item one by one. So first make a normal Mario stage, now make an airship stage, now make a haunted house stage. Like it kind of unlocked in that kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd be making a level like with the parts I first had, like, okay, I want to add a door. Oh, I don't have the doors yet.
Exactly.
Well, this level's kind of like, and then I just start scribbling. So like, okay, give me the next item. Like just like keep going.
Yeah. It kind of ruined the whole thing for me, honestly, in that sense where it was like to unlock everything, you just have to keep spamming things. It was kind of like,
yeah.
But now that I got everything, it makes it a lot easier. I also do like playing those levels online where it's like, don't press anything. It's kind of cool.
Oh, the automated levels are so much fun to do.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't made one, but I like playing them.
There was a really cool one I did where they recreated the songs from Splatoon using the note. Like it was a very like you didn't like the level itself wasn't impressive. It was just you were on a single track. But when you looked at the actual like level, they had timed up like Koopa shells and Goombas and note blocks to make it was the Splatoon theme song, like that main like song.
That's cool.
And they made Callie and Marie out of the like they pixel art almost and made them. It was a really impressive level.
Mm.
And you just had to like sit on the track, and the track brought you through the level. And as the level went through, everything was activated, and it played the Splatoon song. It was just really impressive.
Yeah, it sounds cool. I know one popular one was where someone just all they did was basically make a very simple underwater level, but they made it so you get the mushroom and you're the squid amiibo.
Yep.
And I was like, hey, you could play as the squid. And everyone's like, oh my God, so cute. It had like 10,000 downloads. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I could just make something like this.
Mm.
But, it's always those people from Japan get the game first, have all those.
No, I hate the people from Japan because they name their levels like the name of their level be in like Japanese kanji. And usually it's something important like, oh, like hold down B.
Yeah.
But it's in Japanese. So I'm playing the level like, why can't I get this? And I hold down B. I bet that's what it said. Look it up online, hold down B. God damn it.
Yeah, it's true. I didn't think of that. But, yeah, so Ken, what do you think of the game overall? Aside from the unlocking thing.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Like, it's basically an endless amount of entertainment. Like that first like day or two, I tried to like stream it all day, and Nintendo was being a jerk about that. I won't go into that. But like that entire first day, I just played like for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
And the fact that it like you don't need a TV for the game, like you can play it all on the gamepad, like just laying in bed, playing level after level after level, going through things, going on like on Twitter and finding like the Game Grumps and like other like YouTubers I like making their levels and uploading them. Just so much fun. I've kind of hit like a creative roadblock in my own levels. Like that first day I was like, making a bunch of stuff. Now it's like, everything feels like so uninspired or copied that I do. Like I need like a creative like spark to get myself going again with that. But just playing levels and having like new content created for me every single day, it's like it's brilliant. It's absolutely amazing. It's the smartest thing Nintendo could have done for the Wii U.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. It was pretty cool. I played a whole Mega Man-esque level from like original Mega Man. Apparently, they tried to recreate it, so you become Mega Man and a little thing. I thought it was actually pretty fun.
Someone recreated a Pac-Man level. They did it underwater, and they gave you the amoeba mushroom to be Pac-Man. They made the maze, filled it with coins, and they had booze go throughout the maze.
That's pretty cool.
As you're swimming, okay, so you're swimming underwater. So when Pac-Man's swimming, he's constantly in his like waka 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 like mode. And the coins are making the sound every time Pac-Man touches one, like the dots in Pac-Man, and the ghosts are chasing after you, and you're not looking at them. It was exactly like Pac-Man. It was perfect.
Sounds really cool. Yeah. It's just like I like to think I'm a pretty creative person, all stuff. But honestly, I agree with you. Where it depends. You gotta be in that zone. You gotta be in that mind frame. It's just gotta come to you, kind of thing. Then you do it. You can't just force it. But some of these people, wow, they can really execute, and it's really impressive.
Yeah.
Like you see that on like Minecraft and all stuff. It's like, wow. Really cool.
The one thing I'm having a problem with, though, with some of these levels are like they're unbeatable, but people make a way to beat them.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't like that. I try and make my levels more like regular Mario levels, where it's not impossible. It might be difficult, but the sort of way to go. Like it's not supposed to be impossible.
No, I'm talking about. I've seen this a lot, where like the level seems doable, and like it probably is doable. But then, like, I look up online, like, the the people doing it, and they'll go from start, they'll go back over to the left side of the screen, jump up, and there's an invisible block with a vine growing up to a door at the top of that vine, and then that door will take them right to the exit. So when you have to upload the level and to like beat the level, the creator
they just do that really quick.
Does that, and then the entire level, who knows if that's beatable or not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, so that's a real problem that I'm seeing with a bunch of levels. It's not too common, and the ones that it is happening, I keep seeing like the little like the Miiverse notes, like, hey, this is a trap, don't do this one kind of thing. And so those are good, and they're getting downrated and taken down after a while, but like I'm seeing it more and more, I think, which is kind of frustrating.
That is really interesting, actually, though. What's it called? Oh my god, what was I going to say off of that? People, levels, impossible. Wow, I don't know. But that's not... Oh! It's like... Did you ever play Mario Kart 7 for 3DS online?
Of course.
There were some of those levels where you can like somehow use a mushroom to get on like... Okay, Grumble Volcano.
Yeah.
You can use a mushroom to get on some sort of side thing and basically loop that side structure to go between start, finish, start, finish, start, finish.
Yep, there was a problem like that on Wahoo Island too.
Yeah, like that stuff really turns me off to those kind of things. It's just so aggravating. I hate that kind of stuff. I hate those people who do that.
Yeah, well, luckily the Mario system, like people can like not star that level. Then if they know that's the thing, they won't star it. There's not a downvote button, but I feel like the community is doing a good job at filtering the bad stuff.
Yeah, it always amazes me how much people actually care. It's weird when you think people don't care and people actually do on certain things. Like, huh? Yeah, I find that with a lot of things, actually.
I found it funny, on the first day when I was streaming Mario Maker, I made that Kind King 01 level, and like during the stream, people would come in, like not people who like usually follow me, just random people, like, hey, you're that guy with the easy level. Like they went to YouTube and searched Kankingo 1 because of that stage, and like, hey, like your level's too easy. I just walked through it. Like that's that's the point. It's just my name.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting though. They at least cared enough to see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's like no shit. It's easy. It's just my name. I didn't try to make that tricky.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you then a little hint at a new level I'm making.
Okay.
It's my longest level, supposed to be kind of hard. And I have this one area where if you actually make it out, it in all coins it says "wow" with an exclamation. And I made it so when you touch them, it does a custom recording of me saying "wow."
Keep in mind the custom recordings do not work online.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Otherwise, you could say penis, 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 penis.
Oh. Well, mine's G-rated and it's fun. I liked it. Whatever.
It'll probably change like it changes to like the clapping of the doorbell or something like that.
I actually like though. You can't. It's weird. You can't really preview it as you're putting down some of those sound things, but then it does the extra stuff. You ever see the heartbeat one?
Yeah.
That gets intense.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
It reminds me of like the Sonic drowning music a little bit.
Oh, interesting. I didn't think of that. But yeah, so there's actually really a lot of things to play with if you want.
Yeah, and there's tons of Easter eggs, and all like the amiibo compatibility is really good.
Yep. Even that Fly Swatter game, which you told me about, that was pretty cool. Yeah, so for anyone out there that didn't get it yet, I think it's a fun game to pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you don't like making your own levels, you can play a ton of creative levels that people have made. So there's a lot of content. It's basically
a never-ending Mario game. Like you'll never run out of content.
So it's pretty cool. I would have to say it was worth the experience of waiting online. It was different. I've never really done that aside from Brawl. Like that was really my only time. So this was not a midnight release, but this was like a waiting the whole thing, and it was in the city, so it's kind of cool.
I've done it twice now. I've done it for Pokemon X and Y, and then that round of amiibos that came out.
Yeah.
Pokemon X and Y, it still gives me PTSD the more I think about it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like it was really bad.
Wait, what happened?
Okay, they released it the same week as Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So, right after Comic-Con, I was still with Chelsea at the time. Me and Chelsea walked over to the building, and worse than the amiibo line, this was wrapped down like it just the line went on forever. It was like thousands of people in line.
And you were in the city.
Yeah, because here's the thing: everyone left the Javits Center from Comic-Con and got in line at the Pokemon Center.
Oh god!
So, thousands of people.
So this gave you PTSD.
Waiting in line. No, you don't understand. So this was on Thursday going into Friday. So it was first day of Comic-Con. And we had to be in Comic-Con the next day, like at 7:30 in the morning. You gotta get into the building. So it's not even midnight yet. We're waiting in line. It's probably like 10:30. Midnight finally hits. The line isn't moving. Not until like 2:30 does the line finally start moving where we're at. Because also they were having a big concert next to the Pokemon Center as well. Like they closed off that part of the area, so like the line wasn't moving. Everyone was partying and just like there was no direction, and so we're standing out line for hours and hours and hours, not sitting down. We're on our feet the entire time. This is after walking around Comic-Con all day. I am beyond tired. I need to go to the bathroom. I can't feel my feet. Like my entire feet to leg ratio I could not feel them. They were gone. I'm just like I'm standing there, and then I check my phone. Like the last train back home from New York was at like 3:30, 4:30 or something like that, and like we're not even halfway to the Pokemon Center yet. We had to give up. We had to leave.
You gave up?
We had to catch the 4:30 train home.
Yeah. Then there's like at some point there's like a 2-hour gap.
Yeah.
Or 3 hour, they just kind of give up.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we ditched the line. We ran to the Penn Station, went back, and we picked up X and Y before we went to the city the next day. But like, just the waiting, and it was cold because it was October, and I couldn't feel anything. And just after, I'm getting like horrible flashbacks.
Wow, that's crazy. All I did was go with my friend from college. We both reserved it at Smith Haven Mall. We went casually around like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Shut your fucking mouth.
And we got the game and then had the at the time I guess Sarku Japan. We had some nice.
I feel like my room's getting smaller right now. Like the walls are caving on me. Please stop.
No, but man, I'm telling you,
Ugh.
teriyaki chicken.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god!
Sorry.
Extra, you get double the meat. You pay $1.50.
Shut up.
And I remember I actually played someone online. Well, okay. Well, that sounds interesting. That could get put multiple ways. I did the local online, not while I was on a line. Actually, it was. I was on a line in Barnes and Nobles playing a guy online through the local something or other. And the problem was this guy had like 2 badges and I had none. I only had 1 Pokemon. He had like 3. I was like, I'm gonna lose this. But yeah, anyway. Wow. Fun times. I'm sorry, Ken, for your loss.
It was not.
What's interesting though, it's funny you said post-traumatic stress disorder because I just had to do a simulation thing yesterday for school, and part of it was on counseling mostly, and so part of the counseling was this person got diagnosed with actually a mild PTSD due to what happened to them.
Yeah.
So I was like, huh.
Yeah, I'm like shaking right now. Like I'm not even joking. How like,
oh my god.
Like this. Okay. It really affected me.
Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So kids, don't go to a midnight release.
Don't go to a midnight release of a Pokemon game at Nintendo World, which used to be the Pokemon Center during Comic-Con. Don't go to any kind of event during Comic-Con that's not part of Comic-Con.
Yeah, see, the problem is when you're in the city, there's a lot of people in the city. So for any game, like, there's going to be a ton of people. Like, I still wait in line 3 hours for Super Mario Maker. Like, it's a long time.
It is. It's kind of crazy.
And then I had work. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But, and then of course you always get those stereotypical, like, super, like, creepy people in the line. And I'm like, stop.
I hate the people who give, like, not like nerds, but like the kind of, like, our kind of culture, like, a bad name.
I know.
Because like they fall into the stereotype so badly. It's like, no, please stop it.
And then this guy was like, hey, you wanna I couldn't remember the way he phrased it. He's like,
on my Mudkip?
No. But it wasn't Pokemon related. But it was like he first asked me if I had my 3DS on me, and I was like, yeah, I do actually. Because I was trying to just get Street Pass. And then he's like, hey, you wanna, I can't remember the phrase, but I didn't know what he was talking about. And he's like, come on, like Smash, you wanna have a battle or something? I'm like, I don't even have my Smash on me. Like, I had my Pokemon X in my 3DS, of course, right? You know me.
Yeah.
But so that's all I had on me. And it was like this whole thing is like, oh, how come you don't have Pokemon? I'm like, oh my god, stop. I'm like, I don't want to get into this right now. And then he was like 2 people behind me in the line the whole time, and I was like, But yeah, it's different. But I think for me, it was a good experience. But yeah, so as it is, that was already what, 2 weeks ago? A week ago?
2 weeks ago, yeah.
2 weeks ago. Wow. So also something we've been hyping up, and also something that actually, it related to something we said before, but I can't think of it. Happy Home Designer, Animal Crossing. That came out as of yesterday, or technically now since it's after 1 a.m. 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So Animal Crossing, Happy Home Designer, we talked about it briefly. The spin-off Animal Crossing, it's almost like Pokemon Trozei, if you want an equivalent.
Pokemon Trozei.
I didn't think it was half bad.
Trozei?
Yeah.
I like Trozei.
Yeah. Wait a second. I think I got the second one too.
Yeah, the second one was free, remember? Or not free. The second one was like really cheap.
Oh, are you talking about the eShop one?
Yeah.
No, I got something else. Rumble Blast? I don't know.
Shuffle?
Whatever. Maybe?
That's also free.
Or that's the eShop one. No, yeah. I swear I paid for some other spin-off. Anyway.
I don't know.
I don't care enough. But anyway, but anyway, yeah. So that's the Animal Crossing version of spin-off Happy Home Designer, where you basically make homes now, and that's it. So
That's not it.
I was going to get into a little more. You don't have any sort of like bell amounts that you have to keep in mind with any sort of currency. You just kind of do your thing, and yes, you make the homes for villagers, and
You haven't even played the game. Let me talk about it.
I've watched the gameplay. Apparently, you just open up the boxes, say you're done.
That's not
like,
what it is.
Oh my god, I love it. And then you unlock more parts. It's like Super Mario Maker. That's what I was going to say before.
No.
Because in those levels, you can spam whatever you want. You're like, come on, give me the newest stuff.
Mushroom.
What?
Like every time you put an item down, it says the name of the item.
Oh, really? Oh, because, I did what you did, where I was watching TV.
So you had it on mute?
Yeah, so I had it just on my little tablet, and I was just watching TV and had that on mute the whole time. So I don't even know. But I did do the whole left-handed thing, which you said. Yeah. And I also made it a cat hand because it's adorable. Anyway, so then you explain Happy Home Designer.
Okay. Like you basically gave like the basics of what it is. It is a spin-off where the entire purpose of the game is to design buildings and houses and stuff like that. There's no actual like paying off a debt component. It's actually really funny too, because I thought that when you first started up, it would take your Animal Crossing New Leaf data and like kind of like transfer your stuff over. But nope, you start as a new character.
Oh, do you just mean like look wise of your guy?
Yeah, I thought it would copy over like your villager or like your like just something like it would, like your progress or anything like that. Nope, you create a brand new character. It's funny because I made myself look just like myself in New Leaf. I named myself Ken, and like Isabel comes in, like, "Oh, hi, how you doing, Ken? Nice to meet you." It's like, Isabel, I'm your mayor. How could you forget me?
Aw.
But
your girl.
You're hired by Nook's Homes, which is a it's a.
Well, wasn't that directly from New Leaf?
Yes, but he's expanded upon it, where now Digby is working for him. Isabel's brother, Lyle's niece, Lonnie, is working. And there are different jobs you can do. Like the basic thing they start off with is just decorating houses, where someone comes in, says, "Hey, I want a house. I want you to decorate my house," and then like I want a cute theme. So you fill it like with pink, cute like flowers and stuff like that. And then after a while, like there's no business. It's like go out and find someone who needs a house redesign, and you'll find someone complain like, "Oh, I wish I had more fruit in my house." It's like, "Hey, do you want a free do you want like a redesign with fruit?" Like, "Oh, how'd you know?" And then you make them like a fruit house kind of thing. Then you start like selling plots of land. Like you meet like a kangaroo mom who's like, "Hey, I'm gonna have kids soon. I want to have a like a nice spacious yard. Hopefully a place where it's usually springtime. Give me a front yard with a playground, like a sandbox. And then since the house is going to be expanding with more kids, give me a playroom and a nursery." So like you start building these big elaborate things so you first pick out the plot of land. Like you put I put like a white picket fence around the area. I put a sandbox, like a swing for the kids to play in. And, like you're designing all this. You design the house, like the type of roof, the size of the house, the style, the doors. Like you design every part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go inside the house, and then you have to decorate all the rooms according to what they want. So, like, yes, like you said, there's like they have usually 3 boxes of items.
Yep.
And as long as those 3 items are there, they're fine. And if you ever take an item out, they usually get really upset. Like, "Can you put that back, please?" And it's like, "Oh, okay." But you can fail. Like I tried doing just like hitting 3 and hitting enter in the later levels. That does not work later on.
Okay, fair enough.
Like in the first like 3 tutorial levels, yeah, because there's not much to go by. But like when I got to the kangaroo's house, she wanted like a big house, and like I just opened up the 1 gift outside and the 2 things inside, and she's like, "That's not even close to what I asked for." And
she the girl that she wants the kids to play in the garden?
Yeah. Yeah. So you do that, and also there are parts.
Oh, her name is Carrie.
Yes, it is. Yeah, and she's carrying a child.
Oh, yeah. Okay, keep going.
And there's also parts of the town you need to decorate too. So
Public Works.
Yeah, well, not even just that. Like Isabel will come into the office and say, "Hey, I'm from a neighboring village. I've been hired here to like help you guys with your village, like get things in order. I know you have a school here, but it's been boarded up for years. So let's redesign the school and make it like good." So you you have to build the school building, like you decide like the color roof, how you want it designed, and then you go inside and Isabel's like, okay, we need a minimum of 3 desks, 1 teacher's desk, and like 1 chalkboard, and then like the rest is like go to town, do whatever you want kind of thing. And so then you redesign the entire school. You get all this like school supply stuff to play with, and then once you're done, the school becomes a functioning school. So you can go in, you can see the teacher there, you can see the students are always there.
You know what's funny though? I like how you can customize who the teacher is out of the villagers that are there.
Yeah, that and also the amiibo cards.
Oh, well, technically, yeah, because you can customize which villagers actually are where, and they can visit a house. And
but you can't put any of the special characters in. Like, I wanted to like make a DJ KK the teacher, and like have him, like do a turntable in front of the kids. But
hey kids,
none of the special characters work in another job kind of thing. So only villagers can be students and teachers and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm like a couple hours into the game. I'm having so much fun with it just because like I like the whole creating aspect, and like I'm like I sit there and I just design a room for like an hour or two, and it's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I was given like the opportunity to do like a sleek room, and like he wanted a glass divider be part of his room. So like, where am I gonna put a glass divider? And then what I did was I made like a home theater system where I put the TV against the wall, then a space in between the TV, and I put a sofa there. So like sofa, space between the TV, and then the wall, and then I put the glass divider behind the couch, and then I put 2 spotlights aiming through the glass at the TV, as if we're like a projector kind of thing.
Oh.
And like he loved it, and he notes like, hey, by the way, I like that whole projector thing, like the 2 spotlights by the glass wall, like little things like that. They noticed when you go out of your way to make little changes.
Yeah, they were commenting on different reviews that I saw that they actually made the NPCs and all that stuff more intelligent, and you'll also see when they play around with things, they actually do more sophisticated actions.
Yeah, like they can either hate something, love something, be surprised by something, or be indifferent about something,
and fully use the things. Like they showed examples of like in the kitchen, and they're actually like stirring around with the pan in their hand and cooking and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Those are during the montages. After you finish a house, it shows it, like the NPC goes into the house, and you see how they interact. And like if you don't give them enough stuff to do, like the music's like all like womp 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 womp, like it's like somber, like you didn't do this right. And like with Carrie, one of her like for her house, I gave her like a little nursery area and like a little kitchen area, and I put like a cup of tea on the table for her to drink and stuff like that. And like in the thing, it showed her playing like with the cradle, showed her cooking in the kitchen, showed her sitting down drinking her tea. Like she interacted just the way I thought she would. It was actually really impressive.
Yeah, I do think, honestly, like, I just don't know if the game would interest me more than a few hours, personally. But I like a lot of the different improvements that they've made generally, especially with ways you can design the rooms now, with the very easy kind of drag and stuff like that with the furniture and tap to rotate.
Oh yeah, here's the thing: in the next Animal Crossing, for for a handheld one, if the handheld one doesn't have the way like the controls how to like design your room, then they're taking a step backwards, because designing the rooms now is so much easier than it ever has been in Animal Crossing.
That and what was the other feature? There was some big thing. What else did they do? They have the moving the furniture, the NPCs smarter. Oh my god, there's something else that they did that was really cool.
The amiibo cards?
No. I mean, it
like that's also cool too.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like the way they describe them in games, like the amiibo cards are basically business cards. So like you go up to Lyle makes a amiibo telephone. So what you do is you put the card in like a punch card, and so I put the DJ KK in, and it calls DJ KK like, "Hey bud, how you doing? What's that? Like a consultation for room home design? You know what? My old dig's looking pretty shabby. Let me stop on by." And like he'll come in and tell you like what he wants, kind of thing. And then you save the house in the card.
So is that the same kind of rule that applies where it's like a 1 slot data whatever?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
But like if you wanted, if like you liked the house that I designed for KK in my town, I'd give you the card, and you could copy the house that I did onto that one as well.
It's kind of cool.
Yep. And the map for like all the different houses is absolutely huge, and you can like stack houses on top of themselves, make like apartment buildings. Like it's like you'll never run out of space in that game.
It's like Animal Crossing meets Tamagotchi life.
Kind of, not really.
So the one other thing that I thought was really cool, very subtle, but I like the little things sometimes. And it's the little shimmy move that you can do in between furniture.
Oh, yeah.
I love that for some reason because, I don't know, it always felt sometimes like a little too robotic when you move around in your house or whatever. Now they added to where if it's kind of a tight spot, they'll do this like almost like tippy toe, like you're standing on an edge of a cliff kind of walk thing.
Well, it's a good thing and a bad thing.
Okay.
Because the way the furniture is laid out is it's on like a grid system.
Yeah.
Where the average furniture will take up like, let's say 1 square foot, but within that 1 square foot there are 4 smaller square feet.
Mm-hmm.
So in Animal Crossing proper, everything always lands on that 1 square foot. You move things over by 1 square foot at a time. In this game, you can like kind of like put it on like not quite against the wall, but almost in the wall, like that little space in between where you can shuffle between.
Mm.
And aesthetically, it's used for aesthetics, not for actual like use.
Mm.
So when I was designing a house, I like everything was like you had a shimmy to get around between the entire house.
Yeah.
The customer came back and said, "I can't move around my house. Like everything's a tight squeeze."
Oh. Well, I think it's cool. But...
Oh no, it's cool because like when I'm designing around the house, the shimmy works well, and when I'm using furniture that isn't you don't interact with the furniture. Like when I designed the school, I made like the desks and the chairs. Like there's no space between them. There's that shimmy space, and that works because you shimmy to get into the chair. So none of the villagers complained about that because that's how the chairs work.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So it works for some things, doesn't work for other things. It's either or, but it's very useful. I do like it a lot, actually.
Okay. It's funny. I was watching one guy. He made a school where he just took like 30 chairs, put them all on the left, took like 20 desks, put them all on the right. That was it. That's the one problem I have with the game. It's just you can honestly do whatever at the end of the day, more or less.
That's the thing. Like with Animal Crossing, there's not really there's not supposed to be a win option. Like, of course, paying off all the debt is like the win for the game.
Yeah,
but it's not like saying like you need to get the debt done by this. Like it never pushes you to get the debt done.
Yeah, I know. Like it's just I don't know. Like I feel like
bigger house.
I like Animal Crossing as a series for their main games because of the fact that you can do so many different things. And it's not that there's one way to win, but there are ways to succeed faster than others. And there's like the home rating system, and you can build relationships.
That comes into play later too, though. Like, like the whole like feng shui thing.
Yeah.
They said, I need a house that has good feng shui. So if you don't know the color palette, like how to do feng shui, then you'll lose. You get people coming to like, hey, I need a home rating of 1,000.
Really?
Yeah, from what I've seen, because Lyle's mentioned I haven't done it yet, but Lyle's mentioned it a few times.
That would be more interesting to me.
Yeah.
Because, I don't mind the designing. It's just, honestly, when I play Animal Crossing games, like, I like having a house with a certain theme and certain rooms, whatever, but that's not my main intention. My main intention is doing all the fishing, collecting all the bugs and whatever, and fossils, and decorating random things, and doing hybrid flowers and whatnot. Like, I find that stuff more fun and customizing in that sort of way as opposed to just furniture. So I guess for me, like a game that's only about really furniture and home design and all that stuff, it's like, I could take it or leave it kind of thing.
Mm. There are deeper elements too. Like after every customer you help out, you unlock their picture. It's like use like a decoration in their house or other people's houses.
Mm-hmm.
And some villagers don't like each other. So if you put a villager's picture they don't like in their house, it's instant fail state. Some like you'll usually want to bring a villager in for a consultation when you talk to them. Mm-hmm. And like usually like the main things are highlighted, like I want a red house with a blue roof, but like they'll mention in passing like bugs creep me out. If you have anything bug related at all in the house, it's an instant fail. Like there are things you need to avoid and like be careful of.
Yeah.
Like with KK, he's like, do whatever you want. Like he was very like, you can design my house any way you want. And of course, it gave you all like the DJ stuff and all the music stuff to use for his house.
Mm-hmm.
Where I went to like the one person who wanted like a fruit house, but he's like, make a fruit house, but like don't make it just fruit furniture, but make it related. So I paired up the fruit furniture with like the flower furniture, and it worked pretty well together. I don't know, like it's a deeper game that meets the eye. I'm enjoying it just from a creative standpoint, as it is anyway. But I don't know.
Yeah, I understand.
My biggest problem is New Leaf was $35 when it came out new. This is $40 new coming out.
Oh, that's interesting.
This is definitely like when they first announced this, I thought this was gonna be an eShop title. Honestly,
yeah,
I thought it was gonna be like a $15, $20 eShop title. I don't think it's worth the full $40. I mean, I'm gonna get my amount out of it. I know I am, but from the average consumer, I say this is like a $20 game.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think of that. The fact that New Leaf was 35.
Mm-hmm. But also, I think Nintendo is just using us at this point.
Oh, of course.
But no, when you first start Happy Home Designer, it's like, hey, just so you know, Nintendo's going to take information from you as you play this game, okay?
Really?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I think Nintendo, like, you know, like they design all the houses in the Animal Crossing games?
Yeah.
How every village has a very unique house?
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to take the best designed houses from this game and put it in the Wii U, then like the next Animal Crossing.
So, are you going to try and make it into that?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing or not. I'm just saying. I think that's what it is.
That would be really cool. I just want the newest Animal Crossing, honestly.
Well, here's I think that the new ideas they've established in Happy Home Designer and the updated graphics that Amiibo Festival will have, like if you take those two and push them together, that's our next Animal Crossing game. I think
I just want
out,
those
like,
HD graphics, man.
Well, we're gonna see them in Amiibo Festival.
But like, oh my god, I want a new game. I want to catch all the fish. I want to. Oh my god, I'm getting choked up about it. Nostalgic. But yeah. So I don't know. I'm still on the fence if I'm gonna actually buy this Happy Home Designer or not. I don't know.
Again, like it's definitely I don't think your type of game. But it's definitely not like you said. Like Kenneth, all the reviews are horrible. I'm like, how? I'm having a blast with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. I mean, the only one good review. Oh my god! Wait, hold on one second. Okay. So I think I saw in total 2 reviews that were positive out of like 8 or 9 that I watched, kind of thing, like video reviews. And one of them was from IGN.com, which I cannot trust after the review of Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Literally, one of the cons, too much water. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. But, yeah, so IGN.com really loved it. And, oh, there's the bus. Hey. Also, some kid with like 5 views on his video. I don't know how I got to that, actually, now thinking about it. But
you are an expert at looking up your research, sir.
Yeah, but everyone else was like, kind of gets boring after like 2 hours or after you do like 10 different things. It's like, it's kind of the same thing. And hey, you could kind of do whatever to some degree. Mm-hmm. That's when I saw people that literally like the Carrie kangaroo lady. So she wanted stuff for the baby and all this stuff. So certain baby things. This guy then put almost like a demon sacrificing shrine thing where they took the carriage or whatever it is, and they had it in the middle of the room, and they put candles all around it and had music blasting KK rock. I don't know. It was just bizarre, and that worked. I don't know. So it kind of turned me off to it when I saw that, because like I know you and Pete, you love designing all stuff, and be like, oh my god, look at this room, whatever. I don't know, but
yeah, well, me and Pete love the designing aspect. So And like once I start unlocking like the holiday decorations, I'm gonna go to town making like Halloween house and Christmas house and stuff like that.
You and your Halloween. Isn't
I
that your
love
favorite
Halloween.
holiday?
Yes, it is.
Now that's surprising to me because you're always Santa for Halloween. I mean, for Christmas. Well,
good night, folks.
Well, yeah. No, but you love your little Santa outfit, and you wear it in Best Buy Harlem Shake.
Dude, I dress up as Santa. I dress up for Halloween. I dress up for Easter. I dress up for everything.
How are you not on Broadway?
I know, right?
Or try. Why don't you try for something? Like
I should eventually. I will eventually. I should.
Like cast call something or other.
Yeah, it's so hard though. Like without like going to like an actual like theater school, I'll get kind of like pushed aside pretty easily.
But if you can get just even an audition, that'd be kind of cool.
I would love that.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, forget if you actually have a shot, but to
get a call back even.
Forget even a call, just to do it. And you see literally the stereotypical people sitting at the table there, and they're filming it, and I don't know. I feel like that'd be really cool.
Yeah, it would be.
And if people can go visit, I'd definitely sit there. Be support. You should consider it.
I'd like to. It's not like I haven't thought of it. Just it's never been opportune for me.
Oh, because actually, I think it's just one of my cousins. She's like, oh god, I don't even know how old she is anymore. She might be like 8 or 9. I don't know. She does a lot of theater stuff in like as like extra, like she really likes it kind of thing. Like she does musicals and whatnot. Mm. It's basically you but younger. I guess she's been doing it since like 6. I don't know. And so like she's done a whole bunch of stuff. Like she did like Sound of Music and Annie and Grease. I don't know, all these things that they put on. Mm. But she's also tried out for a couple actual apparently Broadway plays. Apparently did get a couple callbacks already or something. I was like, oh my god,
that's pretty cool.
So I haven't heard that much about it, so I don't know really where that's at. But like, obviously, it can be done. So I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, so your Halloween furniture is going to be in tip-top shape in Happy Designer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's kind of cool. The one thing I really like about the game is that knowing me, I wouldn't have access to that furniture otherwise.
Exactly. Like one of the the second houses is a Rococo room. And like all the Rococo furniture is so expensive, and like just I filled the room with the Rococo furniture.
I do like that's a very underrated set, because isn't that the brown rustic looking one?
That's like it looks almost like gothic.
Is it super elegant though?
With the candlesticks and like
yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
The ones that hang on the wall, like the like the sconces, but not sconces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool stuff, man. Yeah, so that's what I do like, because it's like I wouldn't have it otherwise. Pete probably would, but I wouldn't. So.
Yeah. And again, like there's still a lot more stuff. Like I haven't I'm gonna run into Reese and Cyrus eventually, and they'll start changing the colors of my items too. I can put in the rooms. Like it's a slow it's like a slow burn. Like it's paced very well.
Yeah, I guess. So you're saying it's paced better than Super Mario Maker?
It doesn't feel like in Mario Maker. I felt like I was like, okay, I need more stuff. Like I need more stuff. Like they're giving me the items I would need. Like when I do the normal customers, I'm going through their house. Like, okay, I want Rococo furniture. They give me all the Rococo furniture. Then they're giving me what I need to succeed, basically. And then later when I get to a person, like, I don't care, make it like this, and then I have like a bunch of furniture. It's like, oh, what do I choose now? It's when the theme's really precise, they give you the furniture you need, and when they're really, really broad, it's like,
have fun.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so before going super ad nauseum about it, the only other thing, it's kind of cool that you can buy now a separate reader for the amiibo cards and stuff.
It's stupid.
But I don't think that was currently available otherwise.
Came out with Happy Home Designer.
So, yeah, that's the thing. So it's the first time.
I mean, everyone just buy new 3DS. Stop being cheap.
Excuse me, sir. It's pronounced thirdest.
Well, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people in general. Like, again, like, yes, the adapter is smart, but like, everyone just buy a new 3DS. Just buy a new 3DS.
Well,
both sizes are out now, both large and small. If you're waiting for a special edition, fine, I understand. But like those adapter things, I don't think they're worth it in the long run.
I could go either way. Just because I haven't seen enough to warrant the new 3DS.
You were gonna buy the Animal Crossing one if it came out in XL here.
I know.
What do you mean you haven't seen enough to warrant a new 3DS?
See, I fell in love with a game that I thought was something else. Also, they didn't deliver. So either way, I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But, I don't know, Amiibo cards, kind of cool. Apparently you said that they're going to be doing Super Smash ones if it becomes popular, and you're probably going to buy all of them if people want them or something.
No, because I have the figures.
Oh, I thought you still said you would do it anyway.
No.
Oh.
I think I mentioned like the Animal Crossing cards, like because there's gonna be 4 sets of 100 with the Animal Crossing cards.
Wow.
So right now the first series there's 100 cards out there right now, and then 3 more series, all like so 400 cards total. And I doubt I'm gonna collect them all, but because it's just not worth it.
Wow, you agree?
Well, here's the thing, like I, in like that video, I showed the poster.
Uh-huh.
Out of the 100 cards, 17 are special cards. Meaning like there's 1 special card per pack. So you have to buy a minimum of 17 packs to get all the cards.
So what you're saying is you're also coming to that realization of the Rob 3-pack thing.
No, that was worth it.
No, to buy 4 of them.
Oh, yeah, no.
That would be like, Kenneth, we need to
talk. Frickin', I was walking around Toys R Us today, though, and, like, I'm looking at, like, the Amiibos, and then I see the Skylanders, and the Disney Infinity, and, like, the new LEGO Dimensions comes out today, and I'm like, I want all of them.
I mean, I don't blame you.
Like, the Skylanders, they look cool. Like, those figures are good figures, and they look really cool, and the gameplay is not that bad from what I've seen. Disney Infinity, I've seen Disney, it's Disney, enough said, it's amazing. And then freaking LEGO Dimensions, I love Legos as a kid. And the fact that LEGO has, like, the rights to so many different franchises, like, you can play Portal with Lord of the Rings, with Back to the Future, and Ghostbusters, all on the same level. And get LEGO figures for all of it.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, man. I wish I could get into this stuff. I swear, it sounds cool. I just can't do it. I don't know, Kenneth.
I don't know. Like, I'm not doing it either, but, like, because I'll just go broke. And that's, like, a real thing I have to, like, accept. Like, Amiibo already has me bad enough. I don't need 3 other Toys to Life franchises to be part of, but...
I feel like you're shivering. You're like, oh, God. But, I don't know, Ken. Enough of this Amiibo talk.
Let's move on to Pokemon.
Aside from the incredibly traumatic experience, we have some upgraded Pokemon news, man. We've got... See, it's also highly depressing on one note.
How?
Because there was the whole, oh my god, that's a Gen 7 Pokemon. It's not a Gen 7 Pokemon.
I don't care. It's something even better, in my opinion.
Really?
I love it.
No, it's like, it's interesting. They're taking Dragon Ball Z Cell Saga and putting it into Pokemon. You have Zygarde in his little cell form, which is what that little green thing was.
No. There's Zygarde Cell, which is when he's completely green and not even considered a Pokemon, because he's a single cell organism. He's not even a thing yet. Then when enough Zygarde cells get together, they turn to Zygarde Core, which it looks like the same thing, but he actually has color to him. And that becomes the brain of all future Zygardes. Then when Zygarde reaches 10% of his mass, he gains more cells. He becomes Zygarde 10% form, which is that dog-looking form.
Yes, which that looks kind of cool.
That looks
honestly,
awesome.
I will admit that. That does.
And then as Zygarde gains more and more Zygarde cells, he reaches 50%, which is the big snake form we've known from X and Y. And then when he reaches 100%, he becomes Zygarde complete form, which he it looks like from the picture, he combines with Evital and Xerneas at some point. Because it has like red and blue in it. I'm just guessing that. I don't know.
Hold on. Had to follow that up.
So, like all this is basically confirming we are getting a third game in the Gen 6 trilogy. Like,
yes.
For a while the joke was, X, Y, and Z, and we all like, Z's gonna be the third one. Well, now it seems like it's actually gonna happen.
No, I mean, it literally wasn't the trailer video. It said Z in it.
Well, they announced the new anime is called X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, I mean,
they haven't announced a new game, but it seems pretty clear that.
No, that's.
Yeah.
But what do you think of Ash Greninja?
I think it's like the AZ Fluette.
I'm just really hoping that means that. So does that mean that Ash is going to have a Greninja?
It seems like it, yeah.
Now, because you know how Ash always has that like signature Pokemon that looks like him.
No.
Well, not looks like him, but like has a special attribute to it.
No.
Like, oh my god.
What are you talking about?
Like, so you had Gen.
You're talking about like the shiny Noctowl or something like that.
Yeah, and in Gen 5, the Crocodile with the sunglasses.
Yes, this might be his special one right here. Because as far as I know, in the anime yet, his Frogadier hasn't evolved yet.
Yeah, that is correct.
So I'm betting it's going to show his Greninja evolve, and we don't know if like this is like, because it looks a lot like it has like a lot of like Ash looking features.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what that's supposed to be exactly. Maybe it's like a form of Mega Evolution, which I doubt, but I don't know. But it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for that man to be such a powerhouse. But yeah. So I don't know. I thought the Zygarde core was supposed to be the new Gen 7 Pokemon, which is supposed to be like the ambassador.
I don't think like I was hoping Gen 7 just because like I was like, what could that be? Because we've never seen a Pokemon form like this where it has so many different stages. It's kind of crazy. But if you think about it, we still haven't seen Volcanion yet. We never got the third generation. We never got like the third game. They always do at least 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wouldn't make sense to be like announcing Gen 7 before finishing up the Gen 6 stuff.
I know, but I thought they were just like, you know what? Let's just give them what they want.
And next year is the big Pokemon anniversary thing too. And that's when the movie, like next year we're going to get Pokemon Z, we're going to get the new movie, we're getting Pokemon Go, we're getting Pokken Tournament in the US. Like next year we're getting so much Pokemon stuff.
Wait, but did you hear about Pokemon Go with prices?
What do you mean?
I don't know if it was legit, but someone showed something where it costs like $1 to use a pack of Pokeballs or something.
They've announced no pricing, so
I was like,
that's what the pricing is in Pokemon Shuffle.
No. Like literally, it had like I'm not paying $1 to catch a Pokemon that I already have in my game. Like it'd just be fun to catch things like that, but like I wouldn't like no. Oh god. I don't know, man. Yeah, I saw the picture.
I see nothing about pricing details. Because they've announced the Pokemon Go, the app is going to be free to play. The only thing that's going to cost money is the wristband / accessory.
See, I would be willing to buy that.
Yeah.
Or were you going to buy it and walk around town?
Oh yeah, Josh, this picture you saw, it's like Pokeball $1, Great Ball $2.50, Master Ball $10. That's not real. That's a mock-up.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that doesn't actually.
Thunderstone $4.99, Leaf Stone $4.99. Yeah, this is not true.
Yeah, better not.
It's using the Fire Red Leaf Green artwork for the pictures.
I know. I was looking at that. I'm like,
Josh, you're so dumb.
No, I was like, you know what? They could try and be nostalgic. I'm like, you know what? People would probably love it.
You're so dumb. $1 Pokeball. That'd be horrible.
I know, and that's why
there are apps that are 99 cents. Can you imagine paying that much for? No,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, I already have the Pokemon on the real game. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
anyway, yeah.
Are we ready to wear it around Northport?
I'm ready.
We're gonna go to the Ritz and catch a Rattata.
Hopefully, there are no rats in the kitchen. No, I told you
that would be highly alarming if all of a sudden we see like a Trubbish and a Garbodor just sitting in the corner.
No, I told you about that. Like what that story? Someone posted like the scariest thing at Pokemon Go.
No.
Imagine you're laying in bed one night.
Oh no.
And like the little like accessory on your is like on your night table, and it starts buzzing, meaning that there's a Pokemon nearby.
Oh yeah.
And you take out your phone and you hold it up in the dark, and Mr. Mime is right there looking over your bed.
Oh my god.
Could you imagine?
Yo, I will use the Safari Zone features and throw rocks at that thing. Oh my god. That'd be crazy.
That's so creepy to me. I'm so excited for Pokemon Go.
Though if Mr. Mime was accompanied by Delia Ketchum, that'd be interesting.
I still thought her name was Delilah for so many years.
I mean, either way, whatever. Yeah. It's like the song, Hey There, Delilah. But
hey there, Delilah, what's it like without Ash Ketchum? He's 1,000 miles away, so Professor Oak is gonna bang you. Yes, he will.
There's proof.
There is proof.
Wait, but who sings that?
I don't know.
Why can't I think of the group?
Plain White Tees.
Ah, that's right. I don't know why I was really curious about it, but that was like in my head for that past minute. I'm like, oh my god, who is that? Because they came out with a new song. Well, not new song, but a couple of years ago. It was actually really good.
I like how your definition of new changes constantly. Oh yeah, there's a new show with that girl from Bob's Burgers. That was a year ago, Josh. Oh, you know what I mean. Yeah, that new song on Plain White Tees. Oh wait, that was 3 years ago. Oh, you know what I mean. If it's new to you, it's new in general.
Man, I don't know. But Pokemon Go, man, I'm telling you, we got to walk around and like catch things.
Oh, I'm gonna go crazy Pokemon Go. I'm gonna love it. What?
We're supposed to go together. We got to do that. We got to do a real life sort of Ash traveling thing.
We need to like road trip to E3 by car.
Oh my god!
Catching Pokemon along the way.
So, who do you want to be out of Ash's group? Let's say that we cannot be Ash. That way, there's no fighting here.
Okay.
You must be a side character that has accompanied him at any point.
Anime only?
As opposed to...
like, the games?
Yeah, like, it has to be someone from, like, Brock, Misty, Silent, Iris, Tracy.
I choose...
If we had to form our own group of side characters...
No, just one character.
Yeah, like who would you be out of that?
I would be Dawn.
A girl?
Yeah, why not? No, Serena. She's a Fennekin.
I love Serena.
I love Serena too.
She
cut her hair and I'm sad.
That's the one problem, but I'm starting to learn to like it.
I'm never a fan of that short hair, whether anime or not.
She is the most attractive out of all the female accompaniments. She also actually clearly likes Ash.
Yeah.
That man better act on that or I'm going to do something about it. But
I'm going to do her.
Oh, I just meant like purposely force that man. But okay, I'll just step in and be like, nope, she's mine. But
I'll force him onto her.
Yes, but really, okay, honestly, I hate to just go absolutely vintage.
Brock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it fits me the best. I'm trying to be realistic here. Aside from the super outrageous over every single girl, whatever, that's more of an in my head kind of thing. Doing it. But the caring aspect and all that stuff, like, I feel like that would actually be...
See, in that case, I feel like I'd be not Tracy. Snap.
What?
Snap.
Oh, from the Pokemon Snap?
Well, no, he was in the episodes. Todd Snap. He was with them.
Oh, you're right.
He was with them for like a 5-episode arc.
You're right.
He had the camera and like, oh, let me take pictures of Pikachu. And he got the picture of the Articuno, and he got the picture of like the Aerodactyl.
True. You know, it's funny you said Tracy though. I can see that.
Yeah, but Tracy could draw, and I can't draw.
Oh, fair enough. So, okay, so you decide on Serena though.
Yeah, Serena.
So Serena, Brock. So we need at least the third, right? There's always like 3 of them, if not 4.
No, it's Ash, then the guy and the girl.
Yeah, so let's say forget Ash because he's out of the picture.
Okay.
Who are we gonna recruit?
Richie.
He wasn't an accompaniment person.
Okay, fine.
First of all, no, I mean, first you have to pick a real life person out of someone we know. Can we
move on? This is too complicated. This is going nowhere. This has nothing to do with anything.
I want to play Pokemon Go.
I know.
I want to catch my Pokemon and look all cool with my little wristband and my phone, and it's going to drain my battery and use location services.
and send my information right to Google and Nintendo.
Oh my god. But, yeah, I really want it, man. You don't understand. That and Pokken Tournament, I really want those games.
Yeah, it's in Los Angeles right now.
And you know Fong is going to be like insane at that Pokken Tournament.
Absolutely.
He won't even own the thing and he'll be great at it.
Fong doesn't own anything. He just plays at other people's houses. Like, it's really good.
Okay, so we talked about the Pokemon. We talked about the Zygarde. His forms. He's like Cell, but better because he doesn't get killed by a spirit bomb and Goku's spirit or the sun Kamehameha. But okay, so that's really it on the Pokemon front. There's still really not much happening with Pokemon aside from that official announcement. I'm honestly still behind in the anime for Pokemon just because I know it's been filler a lot, but
okay,
no, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
but let's see, man. What are any other new games?
There hasn't been a lot recently.
There's been those couple standouts.
I played the new DLC for Shovel Knight came out, the Plague Knight DLC.
It's true, and you beat that.
Yep, I beat through it in 2 nights of streaming. Really, really hard.
I was surprised you did not like the jumping mechanic at first.
It's very it's a lot different than Shovel Knight. Well, Shovel Knight, the platforming was like the platforming was easy to me and the boss fights were hard. Plague Knight, the platforming was really difficult and the boss fights are really easy. Because the way Plague Knight works is it's all customizing your potions and your bombs. And he has a jump and a double jump that doesn't go as far as Shovel Knight's, first of all, so it's a little bit shorter. And then he has a charge jump, which, depending on which way you're holding the directional pad, either shoots you straight up or straight to the left and straight to the right. And also does damage to a degree. So, like, you need to, like, do combinations of do double jump, glide in the air, let go of your charge jump. Like, it's all about staying in the air and being as mobile as possible. Where with Shovel Knight, I was more like, I can jump on anything I want because I can do a downward shovel attack. Where Plague Knight doesn't have a straight downwards move. Everything he does is at an angle. You can't throw a potion straight down.
Yeah, I guess that's tricky.
You always had to plan your jumps, and you couldn't go as fast either. You had to be like deliberate with your attacks. But I liked Plague Knight's story a lot better than Shovel Knight's story.
Really? Okay.
Because like Plague Knight, it starts off with like it takes place during the events of Shovel Knight, so the events are happening at the same time. And like Plague Knight is trying to make like an ultimate potion to grant like his one wish, and he's in love with his assistant, the witch girl named Mona, and like they kind of like they both like each other, but neither of them will admit it to each other, kind of thing. And like their interactions are really cute together. And there's one point where he comes in and sees her dancing. And she's like, oh, why don't you dance with me sometimes? Like, I don't know how to dance, kind of thing. And he learns how to dance in the Truffle King later. And like after you beat the game, they finally share a dance and admit their love to each other. It's actually really, really sweet. Like they made like a very, very compelling story around like the same architecture of the first Shovel Knight game.
Yeah, what was the company that made this?
Yacht Club Games.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah. And they've actually contacted me twice after beating Shovel Knight and beating Plague Knight. They've contacted me both times, saying thank you for streaming their game.
Really?
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you appreciate them in terms of streaming and whatnot more than Nintendo.
Yes, because they encourage sharing their games. Where Nintendo's like, no, that's our IP, blah, blah, blah.
I think that's really cool, though, actually, that they reach out to people. I think that makes them look very good.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm not even part of it, but I like
I'm really hoping now that like the guys who make Binding of Isaac, they're sending out dev codes now for the update Afterbirth that comes out at the end of October. And I like tweet at them like, hey, I beat your game 111%. Can I get on that dev
did they answer?
Not yet, but I'm hoping they do.
Now, forgive me if I get this wrong. I'm trying to get the name straight, the company straight here.
Yeah.
Is Binding of Isaac the Scott Cawthorn?
No, that's Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's what I thought. Then who is Binding of Isaac?
Binding of Isaac was made by Ed McMillan.
I thought that was a movie producer.
No. it might be, but no. Ed McMillan, he's the guy
What is McMillan? The last name? That's so popular.
Are you thinking McMiller?
No.
I don't know then. No, but Ed McMillan, he's the guy who made the original Binding of Isaac, and then he teamed up with the indie team Nicholas to make Binding of Isaac Rebirth and Afterbirth.
When is Afterbirth coming out?
October 30th.
Come on, man. Still a month away?
I know.
You have Isaac to play.
Dude, October is going to be such a busy month for me.
Yeah, man.
I've got Comic-Con, my birthday, Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. I've streamed like Halloween scary games every night during the month. It's going to be ridiculous.
So, does that mean with the Comic-Con you're going to visit me?
Hopefully, if you're not working or at school or something.
Well, obviously I'll have school and whatnot, but you can still visit. That'd be fun.
Can I crash in the city so I don't have to go home each night?
Yeah.
Could I?
Yeah.
Ooh. We'll talk later.
I don't know necessarily how I feel about if you sleep in the bed, but I have a couch.
Well, we can cuddle.
No. I get enough abuse.
It's legal.
True. That is my comeback every time. But stop using my words against me.
I'm sorry. I'm dying.
I've had enough traumatic experiences. Speaking about PTSD, you and Pete trying to assault me.
Yeah, hey, it's Pete a lot more than it is me.
Fair.
There we go.
Fair point. He won't hear this anyway. But
hey, how you doing, Thomas?
I didn't even say that. That's my thing.
I know it is. Frankie
G, my man. Yo, but I went with Cousin Thomas to a Mets game this past week.
Oh, how was that?
It was fun. They lost, but it was fun.
Oh, nice.
You know, to be with him, meet up, whatever.
Yeah.
We also went to, they added last year, they added this like, almost like a bar and grill place, sort of like attached to the stadium, like on the outside. So you could actually get into it from the street without going into the stadium yet, but then go from there into the stadium through a special way. But
that's kind of cool.
So we went in there, and sometimes, like, since I came off the subway, they were giving away actually like coupons for like you get a free drink, you buy one get one kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, hey, so we went there, talked for a little bit before the game, you know, hung out, then actually went into the stadium. It was a fun time. And actually, we're going one more time this a week from today. Actually, going to go to the last Mets home game before the playoffs because they officially clinched as of today.
Ooh.
And they're giving away Mets fleece blankets.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna be warm.
Joshy loves a free blanket.
Yo, see, I would say you should go, but you would not think it's worth it to go. See, that's the thing. I'm like, but free Mets blanket.
The blanket does sound nice, but it's not even a Yankee blanket, so I can't even like justify it.
Oh boy. But yeah. So Cousin Thomas, man, you're great. Also, I believe, yeah, I'm going to a different game too. I'm actually going to a game before that too for a free shirt Friday thing.
Ooh.
It's pretty cool. They do a lot of nice things at Mets games. But anyway, yeah, so there's our annual shout outs. Not annual, or per podcast.
We've only been on for a year.
Our annual shout out. Once a year. There you guys go. We'll see you next September. Yo, Ken. It's been a year, man.
It has. We had a whole podcast last time to dedicate to it.
Yeah, one piece, 1 year, something, whatever you called it.
Mm-hmm.
What's this one going to be called?
Pokemon Politics and PTSD.
Wow. That's pretty good. Did you write that down?
Yep.
Good. So what was I gonna say? Anime wise.
Oh yes, anime.
Uno Piso.
Uno Piso.
Now, who was I just talking to about?
Probably me.
No.
I
was trying to convince someone to watch it. I can't remember. But I was trying to convince my brother, actually. I was like, we used to watch it. Because he watched it with me. He watched all the episodes when it was on Cartoon Network and stuff, too. But he's like, Though he's been watching anime now. Again. Ooh. He got all of a sudden back into it. He's been watching, though, the sports ones.
Okay.
Apparently the most popular baseball one he watched, I guess it's ongoing or it just ended or something. So now he's watching the ongoing basketball one, which is the most popular sport one going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's kind of dumb because the guy has basically like the main guy's main power is he could pass really well. And they make like this whole dramatic thing of the pass. It's really funny, but he likes it, so I'm like, whatever. But he was like, I want to find something that's like 100 episodes, maybe something like that, like 5 seasons worth. I'm like, So I was trying to recommend things. I was like, Hunter x Hunter, man, come on. But I don't know. We'll see. You know, it's tough though. There's actually not that many anime that end around 100 to 150.
Yeah, usually it's either a lot before that or way after that.
Exactly. So it's kind of tough. That's why I was like, you know what, just go for the One Piece. That's my default response to anyone now. I'm just like, watch One Piece. I mean, you're fully on board now.
Yep.
You're like the man. You're on top of it. And you watched tonight's episode?
I did.
Watched tonight's episode?
Yep.
They're giving Bellamy way too much credit.
Well, I was confused. I was confused because like when Bellamy punched Luffy, I'm like, oh, I thought Bellamy was gonna attack Don Flamingo. And he didn't.
Yeah, it was kind of bizarre. He started to move all around the room, and I was like, "Is he trying to help him get up?" Luffy could have just gotten up.
No, here's the thing. I thought he was charging up to do one big attack at Doflamingo, like through the walls, or was gonna like knock like the building down.
Yeah, something like that.
And then he's like, "No, I'm just gonna hit you. I'm gonna punch you, Luffy." It's like,
and he justified it as in, "I know it was completely wrong, and I was betrayed, but I have my principles, and this is what I've done, so I'm gonna stick to it." I can understand, but at this point, he's taking up airspace here.
I think he's trying to die with honor.
Yes, but like everyone wants to see this Doflamingo fight. Luffy versus Doflamingo. They've done an insane amount of setting up for this.
Yeah.
And they're still setting.
That's the thing. They finally got Luffy and Law up on the roof of Doflamingo, and now we're focusing on like all the Coliseum battles. Which don't get me wrong, last week's episode was great.
No. Hold on.
Wait.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, that was last week. They showed it in the recap, so I was like, oh.
With Baby 5.
Yes. Okay, first of all, she's obviously supposed to be the attractive one.
Well, obviously.
But like, wow. That Psy guy from the Hop, whatever they call it, army.
Yeah.
Aside from now getting to marry this insanely hot villain, he was the man.
Dude, when he...
Oh my god, when he used the nail technique that literally his dad just gave him as a designated move with a designated power.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I felt like you when Kingdom Hearts 3 got announced. I had to call someone.
Did you call Scott?
No.
I was going to say, did you call Scott? How'd you get this number?
I immediately sent him a friend request on Facebook. No. it was just wow. Like honestly,
it from the whole thing where it started with Baby 5 was ready to kill herself.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Then we find her entire backstory.
Wow.
How she has just been told her entire life she's useless and there's no point to her. I
literally just got goosebumps as you're saying that.
Like it was just like it was the perfect like let's take a character that has annoyed me for the last like season and a half, make me love her and feel bad for her, and then watch this most badass like technique and fight sequence ever.
Oh my god!
When he bent his dad's head, and then was able to use the ability with his foot, and opened up the ground and swallowed up Lao Ji.
Yes.
Oh, it was perfect.
Like, wow! Like that was better than the Hordy fight.
That was better. Yeah, that was better than Red Hawk.
But like, I don't know. That was honestly powerful.
Did you catch the line?
In both senses.
Did you catch the line that Zoro said in tonight's episode? that entire like he's part of like a very powerful army.
They'll keep an eye out for him in the future.
And he's from the Wano Kingdom.
No, the Kano. It's different.
Oh, okay. The Kano.
It's different.
Wano's the samurai. Kano's something else. Yeah.
Yes. No.
Which is just the fact that it's a part of like another like thing like that. It's like
no, but they've mentioned that when they first announced them.
Okay,
it's different.
Just him re-saying it. It's like if Zoro's taking notice, then that's a big deal.
I know. I'm waiting to see them reappear later. Yeah. But I don't know.
I love the dude showed up the king guy. And like, did you figure out this stone guy's weakness? Yeah, hours ago. Okay, so let me take care of him. No. I want to take him down.
Yeah, but
Pika.
That is the dumbest laugh. But oh my god! Still, that sigh. Oh my god, that fight was outrageous.
Yeah, it was great. It was so good.
That was actually amazing. And first of all, I was really laughing so hard at the thing where when they were yelling about, wait, marriage? You like me? All stuff. And then the dad, what's his name? Chin Jiao?
Yeah.
When he starts yelling at them, but Lao Ji was getting ignored by him. And then, he was facing the wrong way.
What about when Lao Ji died? His spirit started going to heaven, and they called him.
Oh my god, he's dying of natural causes. This is the worst time.
And then he came back down.
He's like, oh,
I'm better now.
And his one attack was like the back pain something.
Yeah, no, it's like arthritis hit, back pain split. Like it was all like old man like. It was funny.
I just loved how he kept saying, what? Like directly insulting him, didn't hear a word, and you just hear the henchman guys like
what did he say?
Be like, oh my god, I didn't even hear him. Like I really thought that was hilarious.
I like when they all fell down the crack. Like, you goofy monkey, that's the J.
Oh my god. Though that was such a low blow that Lao Ji had.
What, just
when he hit Chin Jiao?
Oh, yeah.
Though that was honestly a really cool attack. But that was a real cheap shot.
It was a perfect setup for like the passing of the ability. You hurt my father, prepare to die.
Oh, I know. Oh my god. Oh, I want to rewatch that now. Like that was beautiful. Oh. Well done.
Yeah.
One Piece writers. Wow.
And again, Baby 5 just perfect.
Yeah, wow.
Baby 5 reminds me a lot of Boa Hancock because like the whole like the marriage thing.
True.
Like, oh, so we're married now? No, in tonight's episode, I'll reserve two ceremonial halls.
One for the funeral.
one for the marriage and one for the funeral. We're not dead yet.
That was pretty good.
That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, One Piece is just on top of its game. What's with Law in his arm still?
I'm telling you, it wasn't some plan.
He's got to reattach it.
See, the problem is then if he loses the other arm.
No, how badass was that? Where he stepped on Doflamingo's foot, ran the sword through his foot and Doflamingo, so Doflamingo couldn't get out. So
he could stay still and do his shock thing.
Yeah. Why didn't Law just cut him up though and like turn him into pieces? Like, why did he bother even just doing a blast?
See, I think, well, first of all, that's his actual most powerful technique. He was saying that.
No, the injection shot's the most powerful one that he missed.
Oh, true. Yeah, he did the like lesser form of injection.
He couldn't do the injection shot because the sword was in his foot.
True.
But
oh,
maybe he needs the sword to cut them up too.
Well, oh yes, technically, yeah. But this other thing is his second most powerful, I believe, aside from the injection shot, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because it's that up close and personal thing. But yeah, it was actually pretty clever. But then now it's basically getting him killed. So it's like the dramatic moment where it's like, come on, Luffy, get up there. And he's still with this Bellamy. This Bellamy, man, they're putting too much emphasis on him.
No, because I really think they're going to kill Bellamy. And it's going to be something, that's going to be what causes Luffy to go like into Gear 7 or something like that.
But come on! He should already see. Law has an arm off. He's dying. He needs help.
I think Law is not as not in bad condition as we think he is. I still think that Law is just basically like biding his time for Luffy.
But I hate Treble.
Tofi, I'm in pieces. I'm sorry, Tofi.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Treble has to die. Like Pika's annoying, Treble's more annoying.
True. Though Pika just keeps disappearing into the rock.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you really defeat him? I'm not really sure, unless you literally cut off the entire piece of rock somehow.
Again, Zoro says he knows his secrets.
I'd love to know when he'll actually execute it then. But yeah.
4 more episodes.
Yeah. But then we've got Mr. Cavendish fighting Gladius with his alter ego odd thing. I forget the name of it. It's like that
it's
gets possessed.
It's like Kadu or something like that.
Yeah, he gets possessed by this thing that apparently has like its own bounty, which is kind of bizarre.
Well, that's next week's episode. That was the preview.
Yeah. So that should be interesting, but like I don't think it's going to be as compelling.
I think it's just gonna be creepy. I think it's gonna be some really creepy backstory of what he's done because they touched on it briefly, but they didn't really explain a lot of it.
I don't mind a good fight, so I'll be okay with that.
Yeah, I just like how what's his name? Bartolomeo. He's just like, yeah, I can't do the barrier yet because Robin's still climbing. Sorry.
Yep.
Which is true.
But it's in the funny, preview it gets interrupted.
But here's the thing: in the opening sequence, it shows Robin in the sunflower field with Rebecca and Cryos. So it's like, okay, we know she's gonna get there eventually. Just get there.
Cryos, it's Kiros.
Kiros, whatever. Yeah.
But yeah, it's true. I mean, everyone knows she's gonna get there.
Yeah.
But now they gotta fight the Delinja.
No, what was really jarring? They showed the flashback with Bellamy talking to Luffy, Zoro, and Nami. And like, oh, there's Nami. We haven't seen her in 60 episodes.
I know. I was like, that voice doesn't even sound familiar anymore.
It really didn't. It kind of like threw me off a little bit. Like, oh, wow.
I know. We're so caught up in this arc, and it's only like half the crew.
I miss them. Like, where's Chopper and Sanji and Brooke and Nami?
The problem is with like Chopper and stuff, they're just comedic effect half the time. Like I want real action, and this is where you got the real action.
Yeah,
going.
They really did ship off all the jokey characters. Like Sanji's not gawking at women, Chopper is not doing Chopper stuff, Brooke is not making skeleton jokes. They're all on a boat together.
I mean, it's literally just fight after discussing fight.
So good. Oh, can we talk about Sabo for a second?
Yeah, okay.
Sabo.
Yeah.
So good.
He's not doing much at the moment. He's just kind of saving the people.
He saved. Dude, Dressrosa is being destroyed.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like, no, just...
Everyone's aware.
No, but just like more than any other arc, like this entire kingdom is getting destroyed.
Well, because this is a gigantic arc. It's a lot going on here, and it's very influential since Doflamingo's status. I mean, everything that he's done, forget being the warlord. He's shipping the stuff to the strongest emperor. It's a very big sort of intersection here that bridges everything. So it's got to be a whole big mess. Do you think it would look great after Luffy wins this.
Do you think he's going to show up, the warlord?
Kaido?
Oh, yeah. Not warlord, emperor, yeah.
No. He's going to hear of it.
Yeah.
But he's not going to show up.
But here's the thing. Even if Luffy does win, as soon as he's going to win, the Marine guy's going to arrest him.
See, there's got to be something with that. He's got to let him go. And I'm thinking they're going to give it back to Riku. He's going to somehow take command of the situation. All the ex-prisoners and stuff in the Colosseum are going to help repair things. And you're going to see this almost like Water 7 sort of thing going on here. But like, I don't know. I don't think it's going to get that bad. after all this fighting stuff, there's no way they're going to get to another fight with the Admiral. I think he's just going to remember that.
I think he's going to chase them away. Like, I'll turn my back for 10 seconds, now run.
Yeah, I mean, he can't see anyway, so like... His power's so OP, though.
Just the fact that he can bring meteors down from the sky.
Forget that. Even the gravity thing. It's like, how do you move?
I think the meteor thing is more impressive.
Well. But, yeah.
But yeah,
One Piece is getting good, man.
Yeah, One Piece is really good.
It's always good.
We should also mention, it's not really anime, but Gravity Falls and Steven Universe have been back for a while now with episodes every week. Yes. I haven't seen the latest Gravity Falls in Steven Universe, so we're not going to talk about it too much this time. And we're kind of going along today's episode already, so we'll say that for our next episode. Do a little bit of a catch up there. But Joshy, I've actually watched a new anime recently.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I watched the first couple of episodes of it. It was one that our good old Frankie G recommended.
Really?
Yep.
And is this for all audiences?
Nope.
For some audiences?
Not even that.
What is it?
For Frank.
What is this?
Everyday Life with Monsters.
Okay.
That's that monster Mosa-me thing he was talking to us about.
Okay.
I
guess it's good.
It's a harem anime.
So I'll like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, the concept is that monster hybrids have always lived amongst us, but we've never known about them because the government has kept them hidden.
That's interesting.
And now there's like a whole Equal Rights Act, so now we know about them. They live in our world. What?
Equal protection.
No, anyway. that's what they call it.
Right, yeah.
So now they live among us, and monster boys and girls who want to like live amongst like humans and go to human school. They kind of like, it's kind of like a when you go overseas to a family, when you're traveling abroad, like you stay with a family kind of thing. These monster hybrids are allowed to live with like the foster families while they go to school in the human schools.
Yeah.
So our main character, he's a boy whose parents are traveling the world, so he's left alone. Typical Japanese anime thing.
Yeah.
He gets picked. There's like a mix up in the paperwork, and he's picked to watch this girl who is, I think the name of the monster is a Lyra or a Lepara. She's a snake girl. She's half human, half snake. So think like a mermaid, except her bottom half is all like a giant like snake.
Mm-hmm.
And hot as all hell, typical anime, like extremely busty, yada yada. She does have female anatomy, so it's not like the mermaid situation. Like, how do they like? No, she has a place where he can stick it. But
wow,
what?
Surprised you just like outright said that. But yeah,
that's the most gentle way I could have put it.
Okay.
But the rule in this world is the way this equalist treaty protection thing works is humans are not allowed to harm monsters, and monsters are not allowed to harm humans. So monsters can fight each other, humans can fight each other, but a monster cannot strike a human, and a human cannot strike a monster, nor bring harm to anyone. And because the snake girl is a virgin, the guy cannot sleep with her because popping her cherry is considered harm. So if he sleeps with her, he's breaking a worldwide government law. So he's not allowed to sleep with her.
This does sound like a Frank anime.
It is a Frank anime.
But I will give this a try.
And here's the thing. She like absolutely is like all over him. She's like, she goes, darling. Like that's how she calls him. Like the first like scene in the anime, before they explain all this, he wakes up in bed and she's like coiled around him. And like she's like, he's like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, good morning, darling. Like she's cold blooded, so she needs his body heat to warm herself up. So like she's like strangling him to death, and he's like, he can't breathe. He's trying to get it off of her, and like her boobs are in his face, and he's just like trying to get away and like conceal like his his boner and stuff like that, so he's not poking her.
Oh my god, Ken!
I'm just saying, and like he grabs like the tip of her, like he grabs the end of her tail, like the tip, and that's like the arousal point on her species. So he's basically like, again, I'm trying to be as subtle as possible here.
Just the tip.
He's like kind of like jerking off her tip.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying.
Yo,
and
Frank, we gotta have a talk, man.
And like like he does it so much that she like climaxes and stuff like that, and like strangles him even more. That's the first scene of the anime. Like I started watching this like on my lunch break at work. Like let me see what this is. And like that first like 2 minutes, I'm like, okay, turn it off. I'll watch this later. I couldn't do it. And like so he meets that girl in the next episode. He meets a girl who's a harpy girl who looks like way too young. It's like the typical like little girl of the harem. Like she's like negative A cup. Like she's like a harpy kind of thing. And at first, like the snake girl's like, oh, it's okay. She's so much younger that I'm not worried about my darling like falling in love with her. And like the social worker that takes care of this guy's case is like, actually, you guys are the same age. Harpies just look a lot younger. And she freaks out. And now she's like very protective and very like guarding of him. And then the third episode, they meet a centaur girl. And because he accidentally rides her and like
what?
They're going after a purse snatcher, and so like to chase after them, he jumps on top of her, like and like she's a centaur, like she has like yeah.
See, you got me thinking all wrong here. I was like, when I heard that, I was like, what?
No, she's a centaur, so she like again she has an entire horse body, but then like her like human part is like an attractive girl kind of thing, and so like he like rides her and they catch the purse snatcher, but then he finds out like in centaur culture, when you ride like a centaur, you're basically like it's they say it's like rape, but the way he did it, it's basically like you're committing to marrying her later on.
Oh my god.
So now she's involved too. Like apparently he gets like 6 or 7 monster girls in the house in total. I've only seen those 3 so far. But like it's very interesting like how like the it's nothing but fan service and boobs and harem stuff. That's really all it is. But there's like the interesting like how the monster like how their universe works is interesting.
Yeah,
like,
I thought that was interesting.
I really can't do, like it's fan service. It's what it is. It's just fan service. But it's interesting enough, and I like the characters enough where it's working.
So is this a new anime?
Yes, it's fair. It's like it's one of the new animes like the last year or so.
So it's currently ongoing?
Yep. I think it's like 12 episodes in.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, I watched 3 episodes. I'm like, okay, I'll probably keep watching it because like there's a slime. In the opening credits, there's like a slime girl that he meets who like she can take any form.
Oh boy.
And Frank mentioned there's a spider lady who's into bondage, which I haven't seen yet. But
oh boy.
Yep.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I don't have any new anime lately.
Yeah, that one I just picked up. Again, like it was because Frank mentioned it during our.
Yeah.
I was editing Mario Party and Frank mentioned it, so I'm like, "What is this?" And I looked it up. Like, okay, the main girl protagonist has big boobs and pink hair. That checks off all the criteria I need.
True.
She's also a snake. Okay, I like that. I like that. I can deal with that.
Okay.
It's really funny because in the first episode, the guy's like thinking like, does she have female anatomy? Like he's looking at her like, how does it work? Does she wear because it's not like, again, it's like the mermaid thing where like, where does everything go? It doesn't make sense. And like he's trying to like imagine like, does she wear underwear? Like, and then later on they go into a lingerie shop and she's like, she pulls him into the booth while she tries on things. And he's like, I'm not looking. Like he's trying to like not look or do anything. And he grabs something and walks out of like the out of the little room, and he's holding something, and it looks like a pair of panties, but it's made out of plastic and it's flat. It's like 2-dimensional. And then like you hear her like, darling, did you grab my panties on purpose? And you find out like she doesn't have like underwear in the typical sense. It's just like an underwear like cover that like tucks into the first couple scales where her anatomy should be that cover up her private parts. It's again like it's pervy, but it's really like it's interesting how they get around like the monster stuff.
Yeah.
And like they like there's stuff in the background like the number one like artist in like America is like a hybrid, like it's like a hybrid dog cat group kind of thing, and how the government has been hiding all these creatures for years and now it's all accepted. And there's one part where they're walking with the snake girl, and like these guys just start like, oh, look at this fucking snake girl. She's so ugly. Look at her. Like she's a freak. And the snake girl gets really mad and goes to attack the guy. But of course, if a monster attacks a human, that's against the law. So the main guy protagonist jumps in front and like takes the hit. And then like, I'm not going to tell anyone that you hit me. It's fine. Let's just get out of here. And like, And it's really funny to escape like the crowd that making fun of her. They run to the nearest building, it's a love hotel. And he's like, oh shit, why a love hotel? This is not good. This is not good. And like the snake girls are going like through like the drawers, like, what are these? And she pulls out condoms, like, put those down. And then the entire Japanese army breaks into the love hotel because, did you two have sex? Did you break the law? And then the main person pulls down her mask and it's the guy's social worker. Oh, darling Kun, what are you doing here?
Oh my god.
It's really fun. The social worker is the best part because she's so funny. Like, she's so just like the biggest pain in his ass, but she's like, I can't even describe her. She's really funny.
So have you talked about this to Frank yet?
No, not yet. He doesn't know I watch it. Hey, Frank, how you doing?
Hey. Okay, yeah, I'll check it out. I mean, honestly, my main watching stuff is like while I'm doing work or like it's late and I'm in bed kind of thing. I've had my TV because now I have this TV that came with my room, and the Hallmark Channel, man. I didn't even know it was a channel. It's interesting. Late at night, I've been in this pattern of where they play. Don't even judge me on this. It's actually a decent show. The Golden Girls is not bad.
I watched it in the past. Yeah, it's not bad.
They have that, and then what comes on after at like 1 a.m, they have Frasier.
Oh, I love Frasier.
That's actually a really good show. I've never watched it before.
I've been rewatching it on Netflix. It's so good.
They have it on every night for like 1 to 4.
Have you seen the episode where Frasier gets sick and can't do the radio show?
Maybe not.
And then he gets like hopped up on like sleeping medicine.
Oh no, I didn't.
He tries to do the show, and like, hello, you're on the Frasier. I'm air.
I think I find it really funny because I like a lot of that like really smart humor kind of joke stuff.
Oh, that's all it is. It's very smart.
That's why I really enjoy watching this because they'll make jokes of like something like, I noticed his pros in this thing. I thought it was really funny, like some of these things. I was like, oh man.
There was one line where he mentioned something about Oedipus over and over again. He's like, not today, mother.
Oh man. Yeah, I actually really do like this show. And did you ever watch the show Hot in Cleveland on TV Land?
I've seen it, yeah.
I mean, I don't watch it like really that much. It's kind of like it's on and I don't want to change it because I'm just lazy. Sometimes if it's on TV Land and I'm watching TV Land. Mm-hmm. But, the whole thing is that the cast is made up of like former actresses that were popular at one point. Mm-hmm. Whatever. I never knew where the British girl was from. She was from Frasier. She's the main girl on Frasier.
Oh, okay.
That's like their she's like their maid, I guess, live-in maid kind of person on Frasier. And she's the British one on Hot in Cleveland. I never knew where she was from. And then I see this and I heard the voice and I looked over and it was just her from like 10 years ago or 15 years ago. I was like, huh. It was pretty interesting. So that made me also like the show just because I knew that reference. And I never realized because I never watched Cheers that much. But also on the Hallmark Channel, Cheers is on from like 4 to 6.
Cheers is great.
So I've never really watched that either. And then I looked more into it, and Frasier was a spin-off
of Cheers
because the guy was in the show.
I knew that.
Literally the thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily just saying like, just for you, I'm just saying in general, like I just learned that kind of thing. So it actually made me appreciate it even more than that. They did a great job for a spin-off show.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
They say, I was reading, it's actually either the best or one of the top few like best spin-off shows ever.
I agree with that.
I thought they did a really great job with the show. I've liked the episodes I watched. And then, so then Cheers is on. And it's kind of funny because then you see after Frasier, the Cheers on, and you see him sitting there and doing the stuff. I'm like, I'm onto you. But
I know where you live.
But what's interesting is then they showed the lady Diane, I believe her name is, from Frasier, the main lady. Mm-hmm. She was on an episode of Frasier. It was kind of interesting. I was like, huh. But I think I do like Frasier more than I do Cheers.
I like them both equally. I can't choose between those two.
I also can't see that guy the same after knowing he's the pig on Toy Story. That's all I picture.
John Ratzenberger?
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, he's in every Pixar movie.
Yeah, see, like, I can't see him as a real person the way he is. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's actually been a lot of my watching lately. I've been enjoying this Frasier though.
Good. That's definitely your type of show.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, is there anything else you want to talk about, or?
Also, if you want fan service, there's that, wasn't it High School of the Dead or something?
That's another issue. We're not talking about that.
Oh boy. But
boobs that move faster than bullets. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow.
There's one scene where the girl, like, she maneuvers one boob to dodge the bullet one way, and then her other boob the other way to dodge a bullet.
What? Okay, I watched like one episode.
Dude, the first episode is tame compared to episode like 2 through 12.
Oh god. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I guess that's it. I got what I wanted to say out there in general over these past 2 hours. Oh my god.
In terms of like what's coming up next in like life and whatnot, we have Yoshi's Woolly World next month.
Interesting. $60 with the amiibo.
Yep. Pre-ordered that. In terms of like Nintendo news, Star Fox got delayed.
Doesn't shock me.
Doesn't shock me either.
I didn't.
But Nintendo has like nothing coming out this holiday season, which scares me a little bit.
Yeah. But
like, Mario Maker is already out. Yoshi's Woolly World is out next month, and then they have like Amiibo Festival and.
But like aside from really big Star Fox fanboys, I thought the game looked terrible.
I heard the controls are really bad. It didn't look different from what Star Fox already has been.
Well,
the
graphics actually got dumbed down.
Well, no, because they
fit the tablet.
Yeah, both screen experience.
And just, I didn't like the way they integrated it.
They're probably gonna fix it. They're probably gonna make it now that it's been delayed, they're probably gonna make a mode where you can do it fully on the TV and not have to use the tablet. So it saves frame rate and it's not as hard to control. I bet that's what they're doing.
But like, I don't know. I mean, the series never thrilled me, but then to make it seem like, well, this is the game you've been waiting for, still doesn't thrill me.
I mean, I like the one on N64. I like the one on GameCube.
I never owned them.
And the GameCube one everyone hates. So
I never owned them. Never played them.
Okay.
I've only heard the do a barrel roll through historical context.
Do a barrel roll.
Which, Google can do that?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
There's lots of Easter eggs like that in Google.
I also do like when you could play Pac-Man on Google.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Google Maps.
Yeah, that was great. That was their April Fools this year.
But yeah. Yeah, so Yoshi's Woolly World. I don't know if there's much coming up.
Not for Nintendo anyway. Like later, like we have Halo 5 coming up this year. Are you
getting it with the bundle?
I keep going back and forth. We'll see how finances are when it comes out.
Well, also, just to make a quick mention, any sports folk out there, NBA 2K16 just came out 2 days ago. It should be fantastic. Better facial recognition, better online, better customization. It's great stuff, man.
What? Yeah. Sports.
But yeah, anyway, it should be a great game. My brother went to the midnight release near his school, and he apparently did basically what we did with Paper Mario, speedrunning through it.
Oh, really?
They brought a bunch of TVs, all their PS4s into one room.
Oh, that's funny.
Stayed up the whole night doing their own My Player facial recognition stuff and playing through it, playing online like 3v3s with people. I mean, that's when it's fun, right?
That's great, yeah.
So this seems pretty cool. Also, I'm totally doing a fantasy basketball league with him and his friends because they needed one more person. So I was like, fine, I'll do it. It's a $20 buy-in. I'm like, all right. All right, let's do it. So it's pretty cool. So we did that draft last week. So
okay.
I got my team.
Nice.
I'm ready to go. Basketball season, though, is not starting for another month, but it should be exciting.
Damn.
I'm ready. Are you a Knicks fan, Ken? Ken?
Yes.
Good?
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Are you?
No.
Come on. If you had to pick a team.
I don't know enough, Josh.
The Knicks are in New York. Okay, they play at Madison Square Garden.
Then yes, the New York team, yes.
The Garden.
Yes.
They play at the Garden.
Yes, then yes.
You come up there for when you want to go to Comic-Con.
That's true.
You know, also, one other really random tidbit, the new Hudson Yards 7 subway stop did open up. The Hudson Yards stop is right directly near the Javits Center.
Really?
There's now a subway stop there.
Interesting.
I have not taken it yet, but it does go there. Cool. The only one thing is, though, that's a 7 train, which you cannot get at Penn Station or something. So if you go to Penn, you can't do that. But what's interesting is that you can actually save money then, I believe, and go to Woodside from the railroad, which should not be in the same zone.
I'll just walk. It takes like 10 minutes to get from Penn to Javits.
Well, you got to at least see the station. I haven't seen it yet because it doesn't connect anywhere. So you just have to.
I don't use the subway that often.
Oh, but it's a whole brand new station. It's supposed to be so fancy. But, yeah, it's even called Hudson Yards. And it's like, whoa. And they actually updated all the subway maps all over the city now to have that.
Nice.
That's kind of cool. But, yes, I do want to take it someday. And, yeah, so interesting. New thing. You usually don't see a new subway station.
Yeah,
that's a really rare
that's pretty
thing.
new, actually. I've never seen one since all the times I've been in New York.
Yeah, so check it out while you can. First year it's up.
And then in Josh's mind, it's still new.
Hey, like 5 years down the road. You know that new subway station? But, yeah. Anyway, that's it, people. As you can hear, it has gotten quieter on my end, though, so hopefully it has not been distracting.
Well, it's almost 3 a.m. I hope it'd be quieter by now.
Never know. It's the city. Never sleeps, though it really does. It does. Unless you're in Times Square or something, it sleeps. Trust me. People need sleep.
There's like a 10-second moment of sleep, and then it gets noisy again.
I live way uptown. It can get quiet.
Girls.
See, I love that song.
So do I.
There was someone, I swear, someone was debating with me. They hated that song.
Wasn't me.
I was like, she's in a white breaded world. How do you hate it?
You know, we are both butt naked and on the bedroom floor.
That's a completely different song.
I know.
You know, I watched a video of how they made that song, how they wrote that song. What was the idea or something?
Okay.
Can't remember now, but it was a video on it.
Thank you.
Hey. Oh, also related to that, because it was Shaggy, the guy, whatever, in that song. Doesn't do the chorus, but all the other whatever. So he was on Jimmy Fallon. That's why he did the video of like how he came up with it. But they also have a clip on YouTube of, do you know the guy with Jimmy Fallon, the guy Higgins?
Yeah.
He did a Shaggy off against Shaggy. So they're both trying to be Shaggy. And like doing rapping like in his accent. Honestly, I think Higgins won. It was really good.
It wouldn't surprise me, honestly.
It was fantastic. Like, that man can actually do some really good impressions. But anyway, I could keep going on and on.
With the JK podcast, it's you and me catching up. We could literally sit here and talk for hours. And usually after we're done with the episode, we talk for another hour and a half.
Well, we might need to not do that tonight since it's
I need to go to sleep. I'm like falling asleep as it is.
Yeah, but it's fun for us. So hopefully you guys enjoy us just rambling on and whatnot. Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be back before I go to Comic-Con. If not, our next episode will probably be after Comic-Con.
When's the date of Comic-Con?
Comic-Con is October 8, 9, 10, 11.
All right, we'll see. We'll talk.
Yep.
Actually, though, I would have more material after that.
Yeah, so would I probably.
We should just do that.
Yeah. So expect us in like 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks, maybe 5 months, something like that.
You know.
Based on the way it worked last year, it would be about 5 more months.
Oh, God. We can't do that again.
So,
6 months later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Well, I think it's a good time to wrap it off here.
Can I make my monthly plugs?
Go ahead, sir.
So, just so everyone knows again, thank you, first of all, for listening and sticking with us. If you've made it this far, if you've skipped around, either way, thank you. It means a lot that you guys listen, like to hear us. If you want us to talk about any topic in particular, because we've had, especially like our 1 year thing, we did One Piece. We've had other various things where we focus on something particular for at least like 45 minutes to an hour. If you want something like that, basically on any sort of like topic or show or book or whatever. Someone's also breaking glass outside my window.
I can hear that.
Anyway, yeah, so leave a comment, message us somehow kind of thing, and we'll definitely get to it. Maybe not like the next time we record, but we will get to it. So it'll be really cool, and it's tailored to what you want. And it'd be interesting for us if we don't know anything about it.
Exactly.
And so depends on where you're listening to us right now, but you can find us both on iTunes and on YouTube, and maybe somewhere else in the future. Not really, I don't know. But let's see. On iTunes, please give us some reviews, some rates, whatever you want. If you want to search it up on iTunes, take us on the go, download it so you don't need a constant connection. You can search under Ken O'Connor or
the
JK Podcast. Yes. Make sure you look for our picture. Be easy to find. Eventually, when you scroll down the list, but
I need to fix that though. Ever since Apple updated to the new iOS, the podcasting library is all like weird for a lot of podcasts. Mm-hmm. So I need to update our library again, I think.
Okay, so that's a work in progress, but we are on there. Also, and then for YouTube, we are under the Kind King 01 channel, and
it's just Kind King 01.
No, yeah, we're under the Kind King 01 channel.
No, don't search the Kind King 01 channel. Just search Kind King 01.
Oh, so we're under the channel, Kind King 01.
It's still confusing, but okay.
Oh my god. Okay, so anyway. Yeah, so feel free to also then like, subscribe if you aren't already, leave a comment, ideally with something aside from just the fact, hey, I like you guys, hey, you guys suck, but like, give us something too. We like a topic. We don't like just random comments half the time.
We appreciate any feedback you're willing to give us.
Yeah, but we want a topic. I want someone to tell me something that they genuinely want us to go over. Not a random comment from Fong or Cousin Thomas being like, hey, do this, as a complete joke. I want someone to actually be wanting us to give an opinion on something. That'd be cool.
I want you to want me.
But anyway, let's see. Oh my god, this guy's gotta stop breaking something.
I think you've covered all the bases, sir.
Yeah, so thanks for watching.
Thanks for listening.
Oh. Yeah, thanks for listening. It's late, man.
I know. It's almost 3 a.m. here.
2:51. Yeah. So, alright, guys.
Alright. Thank you all for listening. Until next time, I've been Ken O'Connor.
And thank you for listening to the Stylings of Breaking Glass. I'm Josh Brandman.
See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.